All right, we're gonna be starting here soon. As per expected, technical issues at the start. Go figure. We're kind of waiting for them to pop back in, hopefully soon. And you got ads in 40 seconds, so it's a yeah. We'll probably start after the ads roll. Dang you, Bezos! All right, you guys, ads are done. I'm gonna let them finish up this quick little conversation. Then we'll get this rolling. We got everybody in now. Okay, so they headed back to town. Get the scene. If I can find my scene selection. There it is. Nope, not that one. Where's it? Ah, here we go. There we go. All right. Activate. They had just got back to town. Let me put them on the edge here. That right there. All just made it back to town. So, there were 12, 13. There's a bunch of goblins. He's over there. Actually, I could hide that. I can hide them. I mean, they're in buildings, so it makes sense that they wouldn't be able to be seen. So I'm just gonna hide NPCs that aren't near. Okay. Let's see. See, my camera controls are functional today. Can confirm. Take control of that. Then Garrett grab control of that. Then grab that. That. And that. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, when people get back, I guess we can get the recap going.
I'm
For
here.
whoever
Just
may
muted.
want to do the recap. One. Headset. Work. Work, damn you. Work. There we go. Can you believe that I don't even have a boon mic? It's a headset. Probably sounds like a headset too. At least it's not an Xbox headset though. You know? You know? Do, 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 do. I have to check. He lost some health, so I need to make sure his token's updated properly. I'm gonna lock that camera there. So it's not. Okay. In here. I need to check how much health Lionel has left, because he took some damage before. So he has... Gotta update it properly. Okay. Because he took damage from Gan. Alright. Just making sure my tokens are properly up to date. So he should be at... that. There we go. Because this is the token that's on the board from before. All right. Well, we can always just start the recap. Whoever wants to do it, I guess.
I'm having a hard time remembering the order in which things happened. So I was hoping someone else would start.
I don't recall where it all started.
It started off with because so it started in the cave, but then we went to Qth scene right away. So Gant's scene, which was
Oh, that's right.
fighting what 18 goblins and the other dude, the orc, whatever the fuck it was.
Was it an orc or a hobgoblin?
Yeah.
Was it one of the Steves? Was it like one of the other Steve groups, if I remember right?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
another Steve group. That was their big Steve. And then they challenged to a 1v1, to which that went down well.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we
Mhm.
started outside the cave while we were in
Mhm.
the cave.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
yes.
Yeah.
That now rings a bell.
Giving a kind of a catch up episode for Gan, right? Since
Yeah,
he would have been out there the whole time we were in there. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect. Thank you. Let's see.
That.
Well, Dan would probably be the best person to recap then. Because I do remember he ended up impressing the goblins. And eventually, when he met back up with us, we were able to share with him about the fact that Whip was kind of the second in command of the goblins that we had been chatting with. And were we going to go? Did we go and find them? Do I remember that or no? I can't remember.
Were we headed to find Gan or?
Whip, because Gan was just right outside the cave,
Oh,
right?
Whip. No, because Whip was told to lead
Whip.
back towards
Whip.
the town with the or with the old guard. I think it was Alistair who told them to do that.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, and so they were going to be. That was what it was. They were going to be milling around outside the town, and I think I remember we ended going back to the town because we were going to go talk to the guild mistress.
Yeah,
about stuff.
to learn about
The masks. Aha.
the masks. Exactly. We
That's
spent a
right.
lot of time on the masks that were
I do remember
found
that now.
inside that cavern that you guys had the battle in. Willow found it underneath the inconspicuous rock laying over a hole,
Mhm.
which had a very fancy, ornate
And
box. And then
I
we
was
all
able to
kinda-
unlock it and open it.
mentioning active
Yeah,
effects.
which you found the key, unlocked it, and then we all kind of like took turns for a longest time trying on the masks. And then we did start following the path to the other place, but something stopped us. We ran into
can't.
another group. Oh, the
Okay.
little fairy
Oh.
things, remember?
There were the wisps, and
Yeah, the
who was
wisps.
it that was dancing and kept being electrocuted by the thundercloud?
I kept dancing, and then I
Yes.
think
They liked you dancing, so they shocked
yeah,
you.
it's because I
Yeah.
kept rolling like 20s. No, I wasn't getting
Yeah.
shocked. It was
No,
I
it
think
was
it was Val
Alistair.
getting
was it?
shocked.
Oh,
Alistair,
Alistair was
yeah.
getting shocked. Okay.
Yeah. Every time I
Yeah,
dance, he
that's
would
right.
get shocked.
And then we got to a collection of larger stones, similar to the trifecta of stones we saw with the warning before. And as who was it that started to walk over it? Was it Gan again? I think it was Gan and Alistair, I think, that started to walk over it. And then the big bug thing or whatever, like centipede type thing,
Oh,
came
That was
rearing out.
Ian. We were doing it back to back,
Ian.
putting the
Yeah,
masks on at the same time. But before we could actually do
Yeah.
that,
That's
because we were in the center of the stones there. Yeah.
Yeah. And so brief fight, it got slightly injured and then took off down the hole and like ran away. Most definitely not defeated. And possibly to come back another day to cause some trouble for us and the town.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
we I remember at the beginning, right? It was me and Bullman, and then I think it was 18 goblins plus one kind of leader named Steve, Big Steve, right? Steven,
Yep.
maybe. And then we fought, and we merged that goblin army with the one that was exiting out of the cave. Because
Right.
they were like, "Oh, Big Boss is here," right? And then I was like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, go take this guard to the town, and it comes with a reward. And remember, that's mine, not yours." And I think they patrolled to the town, right?
I think
Did
you're
we
right.
get that far?
And then they were kind of camping out outside the town, waiting for us to get there and introduce them. Because I do remember the very last thing was that Willow was excited to meet our mistress. That was being interpreted as something other than guild mistress and instead as our shared mistress. Which is fun.
Which one's the mistress? What?
The guild mistress?
Not the Drider,
The
right?
spider?
Not
No,
the
the other-
Drider, but
yeah.
the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Drow?
Oh,
Wasn't she a
Drider.
Drow?
I
thought
think
she was
she
a-
is some sort
think-
of elf-looking thing, but yeah.
I think she was a drow. So yeah. So that's I think then we stopped at the town because it was getting late and several of us weren't sure we really had the capacity to be super effective going forward. So I think that's where we ended it.
You guys stayed in call for like 3 hours after too.
Well, that too. Yeah.
Crazy people. I was like lying in bed at one point. I looked and I was like, "What the?"
We stayed very late. Yeah.
Cool. Are you able to remove the rage? It's giving me an error when I try to.
Ian can never remove his rage.
Remove the what? Oh, the rage. You got to go to effects, and then it says temporary effects, and then where it has like the add, you just do disable effect, and it'll drop it down.
No, he said he's trying, but it's giving him an
Our
error,
status.
so he's asking if.
Well, I was walking through how I do it.
Yeah, I was in effects.
Instead of in feats, it's in effects, and it's just a little. It has a check mark. See, and I click it, and then it's on, and then I click the X and it's off.
Yeah, that was weird. So when I was clicking, I was just getting an error. Yeah,
Don't touch it.
I touched it.
Oh, fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
well, it's working now.
Yeah, it wasn't like a critical error. It was like a, you don't have the right version to do this. And I was like, what? But anywho, either way, it works now. That's all that matters. So, unless there's something else you wanted to add to the recap, your inspiration shall be yours. Doo-doo-doo.
That's all the relevant stuff I can really recall.
Yeah.
All right. Well, mark off your inspiration. So, you guys arrived back in the town of Delaruth. And as expected, the goblins have started setting up camp. There's like little tents that are starting to be set up just outside. What the hell's that doing there? Out of here. You can be. Blech, sorry. So yeah, they basically set up a little encampment just outside of town. You know, they're going back and forth, maybe hauling little bits of wood and cloth. Nobody in the town's really bothering them. Just ambient townsfolk seem a little off-put by the sudden onset of essentially a tiny little raiding party that's forming outside. But let's see. Yeah, I mean that's basically all you see as you arrive. They're in the midst of setting up camp because you guys weren't really trailing that far behind them. So right now it's like sticks in the ground, tarps that are being laid out, like they're about to be turned into tents, just kind of stuff like that.
Well, I definitely recommend we go drop all this junk off with Glorb, and then maybe have a chat with our mistress.
Whip. And Whip would be here. He's
Sounds
a
good to me.
relevant NPC, so I'll actually put him
While
on the
you go
board.
drop it off, I'm actually I'll meet you guys over at the guild mistress office. And I'll let people know as we walk through. I would recommend we probably all do that. The goblins are with us. They are friendly. And hopefully the goblins understand they are not allowed to continue stealing from anybody in the town.
Hey, how's it going, Fallen? How you doing?
Point.
What do you
Yeah,
think,
well,
Dan?
also-
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, also, any civilians I walk by, I'll explain to them why the goblins are there. Essentially,
Actually, that'll be like over here. That's a good spot. So instead of putting like 20 plus goblins on the board. I'm just putting whip down, and that's the sort of the general area that they're setting up.
Perfect.
Yeah, they're setting up in the field down there.
You guys want to do the Glorp visit first?
Yeah, I think Alistair's got like 300 pounds of stuff on him. I've got about
Yeah.
680, so we'll drop that off for sure.
Yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and do that.
And I'll give you guys like the couple knives or scimitars I picked up from the Steves.
Yeah, so
Is that
I
what you
guess
have it
actually
all?
just- Oh,
Take
yeah,
it all
yeah,
over there.
all of those, yeah, all that works. So we've got 40 pounds. So I'll just walk into Glorp's old place here. We got you a whole bunch of stuff this time. You got a lot to work with. I'll just put down 40 pounds of random junk.
Oh, wonderful,
sorts.
wonderful. You are all quite the resourceful types. I can definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, we try our best, and we want you back up and running because that benefits us and the whole town. So, quicker you get back to that, better it is for everyone.
Of
Hey,
course,
Alice,
of course.
you get a bunch too, Alice, right?
He does.
Oh, he's muted.
Yeah. He's listening. He just can't. Come
Oh, he can't
on.
talk. Okay. All right. Well, oh, just so you are aware, you probably see a group of goblins roaming around. Keep your eye on them. We do trust them, but I mean, not everyone can be as trustworthy as the last. So just be careful. But they're here to help.
And he, strokes his non-existent beard. So what you're saying is that there's a potential for workers.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I think there's about 18 of them over there, even more probably. I think there's 20 plus. We'll send them your way if you want.
Oh, no need to trouble yourself. I can find them. They're not exactly the quietest or the
Brightest.
smartest.
They're in the western part of town there.
Of course. I will most definitely take a look at them and interact with them at some point, as he's directing Alistair to, sort of separate some of the piles a little bit, like scrap over there, like rusty stuff over there, cloth over there. He's just kind of doing a little bit of directing. It is greatly appreciated, and I will most assuredly put these things to use. And, just as you've been in here for, I don't know, maybe a couple of minutes, you see that he's, the walls before maybe were a little tattered or worn, maybe like a couple of holes or dents, and they've been patched up.
He's working. I see you've been doing a pretty good job so far, so I guess unless Vald has anything to ask, we'll leave you to it and keep up the hard work. Do you think you'll be
Yep.
good for a little bit? We've got some other stuff that we have to attend to temporarily, but we'll definitely be grabbing you some more things.
Oh, of course, if you bring me more things, I will most assuredly put it to use. I am very resourceful after all. That's why they call me Glorb, the resourceful.
Awesome. I like that. That's good. Any luck on those things that we had given you a while ago?
I have ideas, but still a work in progress.
Well, you know what? I look forward to what you figure out.
I look forward to my next masterpiece. And he puts a foot on like a soapbox and does like a Captain Morgan pose. Hair billowing in the wind.
The original Captain Morgan was a goblin.
If only he had a cape of billowing.
All right.
And he's
Well,
just like
any
staring at the
questions?
wall, like he's not even. It's almost like he's not even acknowledging your existence. He's just staring idly at the wall now.
You're just waiting for us to leave.
Yeah, I'll just pat him on the back and walk out. Yeah.
Or he's lost in thought.
That got kind of weird at the end, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least he's confident.
And
As long as he's making progress. So.
and once you guys like walk out the door, you can kind of hear a muffled, "Oh, where did they go? I guess I got lost in thought again. Oh well."
I guess to the mistress.
Yeah, that sounds. Wait, where?
I thought Kelly was already moving over there, so that's why I was just heading there. And then I didn't know what Gan was doing either. I think he's trying to talk to goblins, but Keyleth, are you trying to talk to goblins?
Yeah, whenever that opportunity comes up.
Let's see what Kalia wants to say. She kind of headed directly there. So while
So
you guys
we
are
wouldn't
sort of
be there
We'd
yet,
still be
right?
back here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would.
Still be back
Oh,
there. She'd be there by himself.
so
By herself.
I would have been over there. Which am I? I guess I'm used to seeing where she's at. Is she in this room?
Yeah.
Or was it okay?
That's what I remember.
Door. I don't remember where the door
Cube did put them in this one time just for fun.
was.
Just trying to check.
Oh, there's the door. I was like, where is the door? It seems more sensitive lately. Of like maybe like you can't go this way. You would have run into a wall. It was like
I
what?
hate that.
There
Especially
we
in
go.
the caves where you're trying to drive like one of the tinier corridors and you're trying to drag yourself through.
Yeah, it may have taken me a while to get around. Well, as I walk in, I will greet them both and be like, Guildmistress, we have some interesting news. We did confirm that the cave that was there before is no longer in the area. However, there were some what looked like Fey placed stones near where the entrance would have been that I don't know if it was containing or simply notifying, but there was this large kind of centipede like worm creature that burst out and attacked us. And we got a hit in, but it did escape. So you should know about that. We'd be happy to go track it down, but we might need some more information on the best way to do that since it does burrow. But that is definitely something we should probably pay attention to. And we also did locate another nearby cave with goblins, and we found one of our Booyah compatriots. So that was good news. And you may start hearing rumors of some goblins camping outside the town, and they are now actually seeming to be kind of on our side. So we may have some new help around the town. So far, they are friendly and been basically adopting Whip as their commander. So nobody should need to worry. And just send them our way if anybody's noticing items missing. They seem to have a little bit of a kleptomaniac streak, but we've told them they're not allowed to, so we'll handle it if they get out of line. But sounds like we have some new help for you. And also, did the guard return? We found him and found his armor and everything, and sent him back this way, and then didn't see him again.
Yes, he did make his way back.
Wonderful. So,
And as per a job well done to get the business side of things completed, she scoots over a small bag of what sounds like jingling coin.
well, thank you very much. It is much appreciated, and we're happy to help. I'll grab it and put it in my pouch.
And you kind of notice, like, when she does this, she's also like sifting through a bunch of parchment and reading a bunch of things. And as she does so, you just kind of notice there's like she does like a little check mark simultaneously.
Like like things getting done, kind of thing.
Yeah, bucket list item completion.
Well, then I guess beyond that is we were planning on helping the goblins start to get settled, maybe get Glorp some assistance, or maybe put them to work helping with things around the town. Is there anything in particular you'd like us to direct them to?
Hmm. Yes, perhaps have them under Mr. Glorp's employment.
Sounds
I'm
good.
sure he has many things for the town's redesign in mind. Oh, I need to
Excellent.
hydrate.
That should go over very well. Well, the rest of the party should be coming by here pretty soon. I think they were dropping off some of the materials and odds and ends that we had found, in fact, with Glorp, so we can share the good news with them when they arrive. And beyond
Wonderful.
that, yeah, is there anything else, anything strange else that's been directly affecting the town since we've been gone, or everything been pretty much as normal?
She kind of smiles knowingly, almost to say she was just sort of waiting for you to ask that question. Well, as a matter of fact, there are a couple of interesting things nearby. As you
Well,
have
sit
mentioned
down.
something about goblins, it
Mhm.
would seem there has been a bit of a. And she seems like she's in thought for a moment, trying to find the right words here. A lot more of them than expected. They are quite aggressive.
I'll nod at that and kind of share with her the story of what we had learned about the collection of Big Steves and how it seems like some hobgoblins and orcs have been basically taking groups of goblins and almost settling them in some of the caves and areas around and then stealing from locals or adventurers. Um, and also, let her know it's like, from what I hear, it sounds like our other Booyog friends might have gotten placed as second in command of some of those groups of goblins. And if we can get in touch with them, we probably could get the, you know, underlings to work with us instead of against us, if that's
Hmm.
something that had in mind.
The question is that a horde of goblins actually trustable? I think that's the important question to ask.
True. From what we've seen, at least the Booyogs that we had worked with were relatively agreeable and seemed pretty trustworthy and reliable so far as we had worked with them. And if the other goblins listen to them, which it seems like when they're in a group and they're kind of I guess you would say the foot soldiers of the group, they seem pretty willing to go along with whatever the, boss goblin says. That seems pretty steady. They don't seem like a super, shall I say, cunningly deceptive bunch. I could be wrong, but so far from what I've seen, they've been pretty easy to read. But still would be good to keep an eye on them and make sure that groups aren't getting out of hand.
So what you're saying is that they are very manipulatable.
Yeah, from what we've seen, yes. I would say there's
Interesting.
almost a sort of innocence there that could be exploited, and I feel like if we can befriend them and show them the deeper value of working with us instead of against us, I think it could be possible to build on some loyalty.
Is there any oddities that you came across out there other than this burrowing creature?
Well, there was a knoll that we ran into, and I'll tell her about our fight with the ninja knoll who had the capabilities of invisibility and was able to sneak out of the fight after showing off with some of his attacks. And I follow up with the fact that I'm very surprised that he did nothing to directly try and attack us, more reacting to us attacking him, and could have probably done a lot more damage than he did. He instead chose to make his way away. So could be somebody higher up, somebody who has more of a story, but definitely something odd.
Just a reminder,
Um,
we never attacked him. He attacked first.
Didn't we? I thought we had
No, you attacked
tried
first.
to attack him. Yeah, because he
We
kept
did
saying
not
that's not a
attack.
good idea.
We moved up close to him, but never attacked.
Oh, okay.
EM shot an arrow at him. That's why he took damage at first.
We did?
Mm-hmm.
Blame me. I might have done that. I don't remember.
Odds were good because we were kind of like, oh, boss guy, let's kill him, you know? So that would definitely track with our history anyway.
I remember being very patient and like not provocative in any way. I didn't provoke anybody.
Uh-huh.
It's almost like you weren't even there.
It's crazy. You were too busy being provocative outside the cave.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, but
Well-
I'll also relay the masks and the, let's see, we were still gone when we ran into the wraith, right? Because we went from there to the caves. So I'll tell her about the caves, or I'll tell her about the wraith we ran into, and how the pit of mud that showed up beneath the wraith after we defeated it seemed very similar to the one we found in the first cave, the transporting cave, but how this one had a full-on body in it. And how we also ran into I don't know if I would say a scholar or a scientist, and tell her about Miss Willow, who should be hopefully coming by to say hello to our mistress anytime now. Yeah. I'll also ask her about that. And by the way, so we had recovered a body that was supposed to be brought back. Has it made it back yet? And
Which
out of
body?
character, I don't recall what we did. Remember, wasn't there a body that we thought was the guard in the pit, that mud pit underneath the wraith that we fought? We thought it was the guard, but we figured it like his clothing didn't have any bard, or not the bard, the guard, and
Yeah.
there was no insignia.
I don't
Didn't we send him
recall
back?
anybody bringing it back.
Oh, did we just leave it
I
out there, or did we
believe-
bury it?
I believe it was more of I believe Alistair did a rite of passage kind of thing.
Okay, that's right. Well, I will tell
Ceremony.
her about what we found and mention that.
These
Holy, that
four
was
saw.
me, and I crit on that shit. I sent that guy off to wherever he wanted to be.
That's right.
Well, these forests are dangerous, and this is untapped and undeveloped land, so she shrugs a little bit. That's why we're here, to make it hospitable for living conditions of the common folk.
That's true. That's why we're here to help.
Well, since you're, so very helpful.
I'm going to raise an eyebrow at that because that sounds suspiciously like we might be assigned to do something that may not be the best or kind of onerous. But I'm going to be listening.
I'm sure your group has no problem disposing of threats to this lovely little town. And she quirks a brow.
I'm going to give her a look of like, we're certainly willing to take a look at said threat. And if it is something we can take care of, then absolutely.
Wonderful. Of course, there are rewards that come with such a task.
I'll nod in acknowledgement.
Well, considering the information of the goblins and their leadership structure, a couple of puzzle pieces have fallen into place then. Now it makes sense.
Really?
These thieves, they are, as you say, leaders of these intrusive goblins, correct?
They seem to be, I would say, commanders rather than higher leadership.
And she looks to the dryad, and the dryad looks back, and there's like this. It's like, give me insight.
Okay. Hmm.
You see that
It was stealth roll.
there might be like a little bit of nonverbal communication happening between the two of them, and part of it being like a, yeah, that makes sense. Kind of, they look at each other, and there's like this nod, like first just a long glare, and then like a okay, yeah, all right, yeah, that makes sense. Like, you get the feeling that there was a conversation that was had prior to you showing up, and they fully understand the context, so they could do a lot of things non-verbally.
Well, I'm gonna look at both and be like, there's definitely a story there, but please, in your time.
Well, these commanders of sorts could potentially be quite the nuisance. You've already conveyed that they are quite aggressive. They are what's the term? And she snaps her fingers. Gathering a horde, but it seems like they're busy fighting amongst themselves, first and foremost. To which is a perfect opportunity for us to step in, remove said leadership, and take control of these numbers that could be beneficial to our particular little workforce here.
I think that sounds like a very workable idea. As long as each group of goblins acts the same as the ones we've seen so far.
Well, that I cannot guarantee, but that's why we have such intrepid and skillful negotiators like you and yours.
I'll give her kind of like a lopsided smile at that, being like, and I'm thinking, yeah, Gan, he's a negotiator, all right.
Hey, you negotiate the hell out of these goblins. What are you talking
He
about?
has been, exactly.
That was my plan. I'm about to get into it. You'll see.
I believe it. So, yeah, I'll reply with just, I think that would be great if we could bring them into the fold. And if not, we definitely have the means to make sure they're not a threat any longer. But if we can, find an amicable agreement with them, then that would definitely be ideal.
Wonderful. I'm glad we can see eye to eye then.
I'll nod at that with a smile.
Well, if you take care of this particular situation, well, it would be beneficial for everybody here.
Agreed. Sounds good. Well, thank you. I can tell you have a lot of things to take care of. I'll go check in with the rest of our party and we'll bring Miss Willow in to say hello.
Wonderful, wonderful. I look forward to meeting your newest compatriot.
You'll like her. She's a fun one. And I'll nod to both of them as I
Move camera,
and
move
in
camera.
goodbye as I make my way out and go look for the rest of the party.
So while you're doing that, sounds like Gan has something he wants to say to Whip and the Gobos.
Yeah.
Gobos minus one hand.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm gonna be talking to Whip and just reminding him and say, so there's no more big Steves. There's no more chain of command of Steves. There's no more Steves. We're not doing Steves anymore, right?
Yeah, Steve's stupid. Big Steve.
Yeah.
Dumb.
From now on, there's just Big Boss. That's me, right? You
Yeah.
don't swear fealty to anyone else. You don't have loyalty to anyone else. Anything that happens, if I'm around, you run it by me first. Make sure I get the okay. If I'm not around, then it's you and the other booyogs. You're in charge. Now this town right here, we got to get along with them for now. So I want you to fake an interest in being subservient to them, but remember, anything they ask you to do, anyone who tries to command you to do anything, you run that by me first, and we'll see how that goes. Because for the time being, I'm staying here. I don't want you like stealing. I don't want you burning down the village, right? But if they cross us, we need to be able to teach them a lesson. Is that all right?
Yeah. Yeah, teach them a lesson.
So for the time being, I want you to pretend that this town is just an extension of the tribe, so to speak, right? Of all the goblins that are already under your command. You have to make a home. You have to. Give me a second. So I want you to extend to them. Give me 1 second.
The family life.
Sorry, I got babies. Anyway, so I mean, you have to have somebody who's going to be making homes. You have to have somebody who's going to be sharpening weapons. You have to be able to eat, right? You need a safe place to sleep, or you're not going to get stabbed in the middle of the night. And so I want you to kind of see this as an extension of your own like goblin community. Just be friendly with everybody, talk with everybody, do favors for your neighbors. But remember, at the end of the day, we are only loyal to ourselves, and me in particular, right? And if I say we're leaving, it doesn't matter what friends you made here, we're fucking gone, right?
Yeah. Big boss.
All right, and that'll be our secret, and we'll tell no one.
He nods. Yeah. Secret
Where's that
big boss.
guard? Didn't you bring a guard here?
Guard shiny man. Yeah.
All right, where's he at?
Uh,
Well, I
so
want
he,
you to
he's just kind of
What'd you do?
directing the goblins to continue setting things up.
Did you release him?
No.
He was walking with your group. Where is he now?
Shiny man somewhere in town.
All right, I'm gonna need another hand. Pick your least favorite goblin.
He points to the one with -1 hand.
All right, I'm gonna point to him. I'm like, all right, you're coming with me. You got 5 minutes to find this guy, or you'll be no hands.
Huh?
You're gonna go find Tiny Man. If I was you, I'd start moving fast.
He scampers off immediately.
Does Gant speak Goblin, or does he only get the like basic? I'm just curious.
He does not.
Do not.
He is a giant and orc
Okay,
and abyssal.
I was just curious.
All right, well, I'll let you set stuff up. I gotta go hang out at the tavern and get drunk.
Ooh, get drunk sound good.
That's just for me and the other booyogs. All these other grunts, they don't get to. They have to be sober. But not you. You can get as drunk as you want.
Yeah. Holy crap! Mouse button
What was
clicks.
that?
This guy's fucking wasted. He drank 28 beers.
So you say you can get drunk. He immediately starts heading in a completely random direction. Oh no, he's been here before. He knows where alcohol is.
All right. I just wanted them to have an understanding that we only work for me and nobody else, and we can pretend to work for other people, but secretly it's just me.
The
That
GAN
way I have the
Underground
power
Network.
to- I just want to be able to undermine the mayor, governor, whoever, guild mistress. Not that I will. I want to be. All right, that's all I wanted to do.
All right. So let's see. Did that. Willow, is there anything? So Willow was heading to. Actually, what is Willow doing? Our resident bird person, who is currently muted.
She's molting.
As bird people do. Oh, she unmuted and then remuted. Maybe audio issue. That's okay. We can come back to that. All right, so you guys can most certainly reconvene. And in 4 minutes and 50 seconds, one goblin one hand shows up with the guard.
Lucky, lucky, lucky. So, my base, are we heading toward, would we still be heading towards this way? Or we just, would Gan have walked by us and been like, I'm going to the bar, blah, 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 and
I mean,
we're just like, all right, Kelly, you can talk to him.
I mean, that's up to you guys. Like, this is sort of releasing a little bit of the timeline to be like, okay, so what do you guys want to do now? So it's not, so you're
I
not
guess
locked
we
in like a
just-
turn order, just like, what do you want to do?
I guess we can meet up at our usual speaking place, which has turned out to be the bar. I guess we're just waiting for everyone to be there.
Still missing.
Talk over what we need to do next, what we're doing, what the plans are, how we're going, how we're doing, what and what.
Alistair's over there helping. Oh, there you go.
I didn't realize at first you were trying to help me move in there. So thank you. Sorry. I'm just floating all over the map. Apparently I was jumping over rooftops.
Rogues can do that. But given the town's design, it's probably like a door on the roof too. Anyway.
That would track. Well, while we're waiting for Willow to join us, I'll catch the party up on my conversation with the guild mistress and let them know that she would like us to handle the other remaining goblin problems. And I'll also split up the gold and drop the according piles in front of everybody.
Was there any indication on like how big the goblin problem is?
Well, more extensive than we've probably seen. She didn't seem to have an exact number, but sounds like there's definitely a number more than what we've seen.
Did you give any direction as to where we need to go to deal with these?
Not really. She may have more information. I wanted to get at least the basics to you guys, and I'd like to introduce Willow to her. So I figured we could all go back. In fact, I thought you were all going to join me up there, so I didn't want to get too deep in the weeds before you had all gotten there. So that way we could all hear it at once. But I'm sure she'd be open to giving us all the other information she has.
Okay.
I'm going to go and grab a pint.
Whip is already stumbling heavily with a very strong aroma of alcohol.
And then I'll remember and be like, oh, and Gan, you seem to have the closest bond with the goblins, but it sounds like at least the guild mistress' suggestion was to see if Glorp would like to help put them to work. And he has an idea for a lot of the development for the town. And we could probably see a lot more work get done if he's kind of able to direct them. Would you like to make the introduction?
I'm just gonna point to Whip and just say, that sounds like a job for him, right, Whip?
Yeah, boo.
Finish up your drink and go introduce yourself to that other goblin that lives next door.
Yeah.
I'm going to lift an eyebrow at Gan and be like, he looks like he's having a pretty good evening.
He stumbles
he'll be
out.
all right. Out of character, I do. I want him to be like drunk and just going in and talk to him. I just want to know what would happen.
Well, you're not there.
I know, but I'll look at Kali and be like, yeah, he's got this. They're just here to help, all of them. We already had a talk about it at the like outside town earlier.
Oh, good. Everybody seems on board.
Yeah, they're gonna see this as like an extension of themselves, a new home, right? That way, they get the townspeople get the same level of respect they give each other.
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow at that and be like, "Well, that sounds very helpful. Thank you."
Yeah, of course. Are you surprised by this?
No, I'm just appreciative of your taking initiative with that. I'm delighted that you got them all to agree to that. And of course, in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm like, this seems like too good to be true, but I believe in giving people the opportunity to change. So I'm not gonna look a gift Gan in the mouth, right? I'm kind of believing it from what I hear. I'm like, wow, maybe he's really feeling influenced by seeing us all working together. Like this could be turning over a new leaf. This is so great.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Yeah, totally. But you are acting awfully nice and agreeable in ways that you don't usually. So I'm going to be a little bit suspicious, but not to the point of acting on it. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing on the surface.
Okay.
And I'm going to just kind of sit down and maybe prop my feet up somewhere and drink and enjoy relaxing a little bit while it rains outside. Has the rain gotten any lighter than before, or is it still kind of off and on the way it was?
I mean, it's still a little bit lighter.
Well,
It's still a continual rain, but it's not as heavy as it was before.
that's good. Because that's pretty suspicious to have that much rain for that long, So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on it. In fact, I'm kind of curious. I'll let everybody know. Be like, I'll be right back. I have another question for the guild mistress. I am gonna take my beer with me because why not? And I want to ask her about something. She may not have an answer, but can't hurt to ask. So I'll knock and make my way in. Like, hello again. So it occurred to me, we've been seeing a little bit of a lightening up in the rain, but it's been going pretty strongly. Do you know of any weather mages, like in town or nearby, that could be impacting this? Or do you have any clue of why we've had this really unusually consistent rain for so long?
That is a wonderful question. She leaves it at that.
I'm gonna be like kind of looking expectantly, like, yeah, it is. That's great. And so I'll look at her and be like, so no records of a weather mage that you know of around? Or anybody who you would have an idea that might be able to impact the weather or maybe help us get some sun that we could possibly proposition for that?
Well, the fact that it's been raining as long as it has, as much as it has, indicates something unnatural, but we have not been able to get to the bottom of it yet. That is something that is currently being researched. Well, like I
And
said, wonderful question.
and may I ask who you have researching it? Is it someone we could also speak to?
Nobody here. Well, exactly what is your linguistic skill sets?
Well, I can speak Elvish and Sylvan. I don't know if that would be helpful in this. But we do have other party members who can speak orc, giant, goblin, I think a couple others.
Then no.
May I ask what language we would need to know? I'll check with the party.
Do any of your compatriots speak Celestial or Infernal?
I will check. Thank you. And I will make my way back over.
Back
and
out the
ask
door again.
Make my way around all the walls. Kind of might probably swing a little bit. Although it's just been one beer. It's probably fine. Like my beer is almost empty, so I should go get a refill anyway.
Depends on
I'll come back.
how strong they make it.
It's true. Yeah. Well, and I may be small, but I have a pretty strong constitution. So as I come in, I'll relay a little bit of why I went to. It was occurring to me as I've been sitting here. It's been raining so much. I figured I would check to see if the Guildmistress has been maybe researching into that at all, and it sounds like she has. Do you guys speak Infernal or Celestial by chance?
I sure don't.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Well, we would need that if we wanted to talk directly to the people researching it. But so far, no helpful info on that part. But I'm just curious about this. So I'll be back. I'll make my way through a wall. Apparently not. Okay. I'm just gonna poke my head in and be like, "Hey, excuse me. Any of you guys speak Celestial or Infernal?"
Ooh, yeah. And he's just like laying over a chair.
I'll be like, "Thank you, Whip."
And
How about you, Alistair?
Alistair is currently extremely occupied.
Like, all right. How about you, Glorp? You don't necessarily, or do you happen to speak Infernal or Celestial?
What?
Different languages of Celestials or like Tieflings, Infernal?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you. I'll let you get back to it. I can tell they're obviously trying to like sort through all the stuff, and Whip is being super duper helpful in the supervisory capacity. So
Ooh, yeah.
I'll make my way back in and go refill my mug. Like, well, no help there. But if we meet anybody who can speak Celestial or Infernal, we might want to see if we can connect with the people who are researching this spooky rain phenomenon. Because so far, it doesn't seem like anybody of them have a clue.
Eve.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if anybody, maybe one of those people we ran into a while back might have, but they might be long gone now. So
True. Well, something to keep an ear out about.
Let me see. Did he pick that link? Okay, that would have been funny if he did.
And then out of character, it looks like we may have lost a Willow for now.
Technical issues trying to solve.
Fair enough. Well, do we want to like take maybe a like wrap up for the quote unquote evening and do our long rest? And then we can always introduce Willow to the guild mistress when she returns.
yeah.
Or is there anything else you guys wanted to do before the end of the day's evening? You want to check on the guard or anything? Because I'm just enjoying drinking my beer.
Yeah, that 5 minutes is up. Did that goblin find the card?
Yeah, I said he found him at 4 minutes and 50 seconds. I thought just can't ignore it. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, I said,
Oh.
oh, lucky, lucky.
You're like, you get to keep that last hand, buddy.
I've had kids running in and out. It's loud.
That's fair.
All right, where did he bring the guard to?
To where the goblins were. Because he told him to bring him. It was when you were over.
Oh yeah. Was that wait? He came back before I went to the bar.
Yeah. Because that was only 4 minutes, 50 seconds.
All right, well, rewinding. I didn't do anything anyway. Is he still there?
Yes.
Gotta make a rewind noise, dude.
Wub
No,
wub.
That's old technology.
That's
got the pencil and I put it in the cassette, right? And I just found it. All right. What's he look like? Like, did he take a
So,
bath? Did he get changed? Like, what's his state?
so he has not taken a bath. His armor is, like his clothing under his armor is sopping wet, and he's just sort of standing around, like kind of looks like like kind of like when somebody's waiting for somebody and they're just like standing around, like, okay, I'm here. What did you what? Huh?
Hey, guard, what's your name?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Have to pop my notes open for that. Carlisle, sir.
All right, Carlisle. I'm gonna go collect the reward for bringing you back home. All right.
Yes.
So, what happened anyway?
Well, I was I was patrolling the town, and the next thing I know, there's the back of my head hurt a lot, and he kind of moved, he parts some hair a little bit, and you can see this like huge just welt on the back of his head. Um, and the next thing I know, I'm tied up in a cave with a bunch of goblins.
So
I
you
have
like
no
to
idea.
drink on the job? That's what I'm hearing.
Actually,
You know,
no.
if you're gonna be a guard for the town, you have to be really perceptive. I feel like if something could sneak up on you and just knock you out like that, you should maybe pursue another line of work because you're bad at this one.
He looks down at his feet.
How are you gonna protect somebody else if you can't protect yourself?
Out of
Uh,
character. Geez, Gan, I hope you brought some burn cream for that. Ouch.
It is raining
You do
outside.
Right?
The rain is the rain is not the weather. The rain is this guy's tears and emotional state. I
That's
mean,
all right. I've brought you replacements. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You could like be a waiter or something at the tavern. Anyway, time to go get this money.
hold on. This could be funny. His eyes light up. Really?
Yeah, you have a different calling in this world. It's definitely not what you've been doing.
Hmm.
Did you see we got 40 goblins lined up? At least 10 of them are going to be making patrols around here, and the best part is we don't have to pay them. That's free labor.
So you're saying I could open my own bakery?
I'm not saying that.
Oh.
You don't seem like the capable type of person. I
Oh.
feel like that's a venture you probably shouldn't invest in.
And just as quickly as the enthusiasm was there, it was stomped into the dirt and
You
buried.
know, if you're gonna operate a small business, you need to plan for at least 2 to 3 years of no profit. Do you have enough money to get by on till then?
No, but my family has money. I could probably borrow some from them.
That's a good idea. Let's go talk to your family.
Well, I'd have to send them letters. I, I was trying to make it out on my own, and I came here. There's a chance for being a guard, and my family's merchants, and I
Why
wasn't
would you want to turn away from a life of money and merchants, right? To just getting yourself killed, protecting people you don't even know.
because there's a lot of people in big cities that want to kidnap you if you're an important individual
And you'd
or an
make a
important
pretty
family.
easy target, huh?
Hmm.
I mean, look, the goblins are very loud and they got the jump on you. Anyway,
But
come
they
on.
don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, you're lucky they don't know. Anyway, you need to write to your parents, tell them you need some money for this venture. Also, remind them that you about died in a cave, and if it wasn't for me, you'd still be there, dead and rotting, maybe. So if you could throw some coins my way, me and the goblins would appreciate it.
He nods. And I'm grateful, and the family will be definitely grateful.
Insight check. Is he really gonna send me money?
Give me an insight check.
You know, anybody could have came with me at any point. Just 17.
Seems truthful. He's grateful to
All right.
be alive. Despite
Who sent us on this task? Was it the
I
map
thought
north of here? Like a
I
glitch?
thought we rewound time and you went back. So we didn't meet with you yet.
Well, he looked like he
That's
had been waiting, so I guess I just went and grabbed a drink and ran back. I don't know. At any rate, we're gonna come through the town center. That way there's opportunity for people to come along if that's what they want to do, or maybe see us out a window or something.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Whip can come too.
He's either drunk out of his mind or high out of his mind. You can't really tell which of those two, but he's out of his mind.
Actually, I think I will stick my head in through the door and ask. Right. Which person was giving us money for the guard again? Was it the guild mistress person, the drider, or that someone else?
I think it was the
It was a guild
mayor.
mistress, I thought.
I thought
That's
the
two
mayor
different
was.
answers.
Oh, I thought the mayor had the guild mistress assign it to us.
Oh.
Because isn't that what she paid me for? Or
Oh,
did
you
she
already
pay me just for the goblins?
you
Yeah,
already collected the
well,
money?
I believe so. Out of character, I believe so. But I guess
Cube, did she get the money out of character?
what did she pay me for? Was it for both?
So OOC, she gave you the money for dealing with, like, a tip to deal with the goblin situation.
Okay, so it was just the goblin stuff. Fair enough. What I would have probably like I wasn't sure. I didn't know if she was paying us for all of it or not. So
All
well
right, I'm
then
gonna go
in that
see the
case if
mayor
I had
then.
known that.
So
Why don't we go with you?
there's like a little exclamation mark on the map that shows collect your reward for quest turn in.
Yeah, where's that at?
That is, should be able to ping this like this. Or not.
Ooping.
No.
Nor any exclamation points.
No.
Are you zoomed out far enough? Yeah, I'm pinging.
Was he? I don't see anything.
I'm zoomed out too far. The ping's barely anything. It's up here at the guild meeting place,
There you
right?
go.
Oh, okay.
Does that help?
Yeah. When I zoomed out,
Oh.
it made the pings very light
Mm.
because the map's so big. All right, so we'll head that way then. I feel like the mayor would be more like acceptable to being threatened. But if this is where the money is, anybody can come.
Willow's still having technical issues.
I'm not gonna knock. I'm just gonna open the door and come in.
That's fine.
We got the guard in tow, and then also Whip, right?
Yes, your goblin friend.
I was asking how to.
Yes.
Because he's way down there. I don't see him.
He's gonna be lagging behind. He's out of his fucking
I would have
mind.
been shoving him the whole time, like one
Okay.
hand on his back, just.
In that case,
What do
he'd
you
be
do
there.
with a drunken goblin? What do you do with a drunken goblin?
You know, since the Booyogs have no tact or, etiquette, he just jumps on the table and flops on it.
Like, ooh, big wooden bed.
I'm gonna address the drider and just be like, "All right, we found the missing guard. Where's our money?"
He has it.
I thought you were in charge around here.
The
Look like
driver
you
shakes
should
their
be.
head. I know my place.
All right, I'm gonna point to her. All right, you. Where's our money?
Right here. And she slides a bag to you.
I feel like we went above and beyond on this one. We recruited a mass army of goblins to help fortify the town so that this doesn't happen again.
And that's exactly why I gave you the extra coin.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye. Just leave.
Bye. I like his business ethics. Get in, get job, go. Wonderful.
I'm gonna leave Whip there too, just somehow.
Speaking of jobs, what are there any more specifics to the more goblins I was told we have to take care of? As
Yes.
in which direction? Uh, any estimate? Any intel?
Well, if you're heading north, you'll most likely come across them somewhere out there. I don't have an exact, uh, mile or, very descript map of the area, but if you head north, I'm certain you'll come across them. They are quite loud, quite destructive, and unruly.
Okay. And is there any idea to the size of their numbers? Or
Good question. It's almost like it would be great to have some scouts take care of that for me. And she looks to uh bleh. She looks to you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
brain fart.
I'll be like, all right, I hear you. Well,
Wonderful.
I'm just gonna shrug. Be like, well, like how can you properly know how much to pay us based on if you don't know how big of a threat this is?
That's why we have scouts.
Well, okay. We will I'll have to get my information from the scout. Which
Is you
I
guys.
suppose is right.
I'm
next
just gonna
to
look
me.
at you and I'm just gonna do two thumbs pointing at myself, be like, that's probably me.
Okay.
So I'll just kind of loosely salute, like, all right, information gathering it is. Oh no.
Ooh, yeah. And you hear,
I'll poke my head
like,
back in.
as you're leaving, you hear, like, a goblin flopping off a table.
I'm gonna go in and like pick him up and somewhat gently put him over my shoulder so that, I don't want to pop the drunk goblin, but help him get out of here. Be like, all right, let's get you back to your group.
All right, I'll just move him down there.
Yeah.
Because we know where they're going to go. He's going to be over here. Token. Closed door. She's still having computer issues.
Lionel's, did Lionel not want to come into town?
Nope. He is
Okay.
out and about doing stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab some food from the tavern. And I cannot seem to go through the door. Grab a, whatever sandwich or soup, whatever they're serving, and go take some out to him. Maybe a pint of beer with me. as well.
Yeah, he's just out and about, meandering, looking at the architecture. Apparently, being the only Minotaur in town, the kids are very interested.
Oh, I bet. Is he where his avatar is?
No, he's just around.
Okay. Oh, well, I was gonna see if he
Uh,
was there. I was gonna go offer him some food, but
I just didn't want to have to like move the token every like 10 seconds. Like he's over here, now he's over here, now he's over here.
would I have seen him as we were walking around?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
The townsfolk are talking to him. Kids are talking to him. But that's about it. Everybody's just sort of greeting or learning. There's a lot you can learn from a Minotaur.
I'm sure. One as chatty as Lionel, especially.
Yep, so chatty.
Well, if I had seen him, I'll go to wherever he was and stop by and be like, "Hey, Lionel, I don't know if you had a chance to really rest yet, but brought you something to drink and something warm to eat. Let us know if whenever you're ready to bed down, we'll show you some options, okay?"
I'll find something.
No doubt, but we're here to help. No, I'll give him a wave and kind of head off so he doesn't feel like, he has to be social. But I just remember his first experience was not great, so trying to help him feel at home,
Hydrate.
to help him feel like one of the party.
So back in
Even if I
Taverland,
Mm-hmm.
what do you guys want to do? It kind of sounded like there was discussion of a long rest or getting some rest in, or what's he wants to do. You got a couple
Well,
of leads. I
I'm
mean, you could just say
thinking
fuck it and go roam off in a random direction. That's fine too.
Mina Gan special. Well, I was thinking after learning that she's hoping that most likely me with the stealth would be able to go and scout around some positions. I'd probably want to do that maybe in the morning. But I'll let the rest of the group know what we learned and probably suggest we get a good night's rest, and then anybody who wants to go scout with me in the morning, let me know.
Okay. Sounds good. Rest would be nice.
Mm-hmm. But first, I'm going to finish my drink over here by the fire. And I may possibly fall asleep there. We shall see.
Dude.
I'll probably doze there, but like until everybody's ready to head out, or until it gets dark. And then if everybody's still there when it gets dark, I'll probably go to bed.
Okie dokie. So what's everybody else doing?
I was taking that as a cue to get a long rest.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Who goes to sleep last? No reason.
Well, I know I'm going to wake up early, so I probably fell asleep first, possibly by the fire.
I don't mind staying up, but it's definitely not to be a lookout. It would just be because I don't feel like going.
I'm not staying up to help you. I'm just doing it because I
I just
wanna.
happen to be awake at this time. It's all my own choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So as the day winds down, the rain continues. The patter, the sounds of the rain hitting the buildings and the ground, and the puddles forming outside from just nonstop deluge. I'm gonna have Gan give me a quick little perception of Rooney, as you are the last one to meander off to rest.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
told
right.
you I wasn't here to be.
That's fair.
You certainly could use. You definitely have inspiration floating around. Don't forget.
All right, I'll use my inspiration.
It could be juicy.
Perception. 11. That's better than a 3.
It's
It's
true.
yeah, way better than a 3. But don't really notice anything with an 11 though.
All right,
You can throw another inspiration at it.
I'm out of inspirations. And it's probably not very juicy.
Yeah,
Unless it's
totally
another
not
giant
juicy.
flying thing again. I mean,
So you
Let's see.
say.
All right. So yeah, there's only 2 of you with inspiration. That's Ian and Alistair now. Okay. All right. Yeah, nothing happens. You don't notice anything. But yeah, you get your long rest in.
All right. That wasn't suspicious at all.
Uninterrupted, full night's rest for everybody.
Amazing. Where's that thing for long rest?
It's underneath your hit dice. That which is next to your hit points.
Oh, hey,
It says
yeah.
S rest and L rest.
Nice. I had not lost any hit points.
All right. So you were greeted by another rainy morning. Go figure.
Well, I'm going to realize that I did fall asleep in front of the fireplace. Stretch. I'll look around. Maybe grab some bread and cheese to take for breakfast. And
So feel free to give
is
me
Ian?
just a
Yeah.
quick little a little history check.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Hmm?
Man, what was that for the perception? You know, you think about it, you kind of realize just as you're getting yourself some food, you've never seen anybody really come in here to restock this stuff. It's just always there.
Hmm. That is suspicious.
Like there's been no innkeeper, no like tavern hand or anything like that. It's just you guys just come in, get stuff, and just kind of go.
That's true. Well, thinking on that, I'm going to kind of check the current status of the stores and just see, like, take mental note of what's in there. And Val, as you come in, I'll be like, I was thinking about it, and I've actually never seen any of the villagers come in and restock the tavern, and there's no tavern keeper in here. We're really the only ones who really seem to even come in and use this place. But I don't know, have you?
I thought then who did we order food from?
Order?
Out of character, that is a good question. Yeah, like when we had come in to get food, was it like if it was like a hot soup or something? Is there like a I don't know,
There's usually
like a
like
soup tureen
yeah,
in here,
think of it like
like a
like a
catered
buffet
hot
kind of
bar?
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
So it
you
would
probably
have,
would have
yeah,
seen other villagers come in here to get stuff, but no like
never to
servers or
restock.
anything.
And at that, like I had been definitely assuming that it was the villagers cooking things at home and then bringing it in. And we aren't here all the time, so I do find it to be interesting. But I'm probably not super suspicious yet because I'm probably still also thinking like, I wonder, they're probably just bringing stuff in. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Am I suspicious? Let's find out. I am actually very suspicious of what's going on with that. In fact, I'm very curious. I'm going to go see the guild mistress when we get back and ask her about it. But she's been here longer than I have. Is Ian in there with us still?
Ian
He's
is
been
muted.
in here, but I don't know.
Ian's muted. A lot of people
muted.
muted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is Willow back? Oh, is he in the Discord? Maybe?
If she wasn't feeling well, she might not physically be here yet
Yeah.
again for a bit.
Well, Ian's there. He's just, we'll say he's just sleeping, I guess, still. You're the first one up.
Okay. And of course, Vald came in and I shared that little insight with him. And then
It does
did
seem rather odd that they are. We haven't really interacted with people in here other than ourselves.
yeah, I mean, villagers coming in to maybe get food, but never really seen anybody
And
coming
Lionel.
in to restock it. And Lionel, true.
And the Booyog.
And the Booyog.
Yeah, he's just over
Are
there.
you going to ask
sleeping it
around
off.
to find out what the deal with this building is?
Oh, my volume is weird. Hang on one.
Technical
Can you guys
issues.
talk so I can confirm I can hear you? I had a headphone issue.
Everybody's having headphone issues tonight.
Seriously.
Well, while they try and fix that,
Maybe.
I mean, we still hear you.
It disconnected from my headphones. So now it's better. I have to leave and then join again. So all fixed. Well, seems like most everybody's sleeping. Gan, are you in sleep? Were you sleeping in the tavern or had you gone to sleep somewhere else?
I'd say I am sleeping in the tavern, which I had thought about like as we were taking our long rest. I think my first order of business that I want to get done today, if we're gonna talk the first time I wake up, that's fine. But at some point before I leave town, I want these goblins to construct me a home. Like it needs to be like I want my own house. I'm tired of sleeping wherever. And since we've got a whole army, I don't know who all they're gonna associate with and talk to. I want them to mingle amongst, the town, right? But I definitely want a house. And I'm not gonna pay for it.
when,
We can
Are you
accomplish
kind of
when the
are you
Prince of
also like
Darkness
sharing
turns
this with
into a
us?
bum.
that.
Well, if I'm going to assume that maybe I had kind of gone to see if you were awake and was like, "Hey, do you want to come scouting with us?" And maybe then you tell me all of that.
uh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm mostly gonna tell it to Whip. I want him to get all these, and maybe even this guy next door, right? What would that
Mhm.
conversation look like? Maybe I should just go in there and talk to him. Yeah, I
I'm
can. I
Val.
can go scout and look around. I just need to talk to someone real quick.
Okay, sounds good. I'm just gonna look at Val and be like, "Okay, we
Is the
can
door locked?
Nope.
go grab him when he's done."
Actually, I'll put him in there. There we go. So, Blorb is in here. He's working. Like it looks like he's taking some metal and like melting it down. He's trying to get like rust off of a bunch of scrap. And it's kind of a little warm in here. Like he's working. He's a busy little fella. But he
Hey,
notices you walk in.
who makes all the houses here? Does the construction and all that?
And before Glorb, not sure. Glorb gonna redesign town. Buildings stupid. Doors
Glorb,
leading
you're
in
Glorb?
alleyways dumb.
You're Glorb, right?
He nods.
Do you know if there's been anybody who's recently passed away or any elderly people that might be sick or anything that own a home already?
Uh Yes.
Okay, I'll take that one.
He
You
shrugs.
can fix it up.
Okay. Glorb can fix.
All right. I brought about 39 extra helping hands. They're even numbered. I'm sorry, they're odd numbered for a reason. But we got about 39 extra helping hands here that are anything you need. You know, they'll see to it. They'll gather materials. They'll go out and chop down trees. Uh, you know, they'll burn down your neighbor's home. Whatever you need doing, they'll help out. And they'll be happy to assist. But I'd like that to be a priority. If we could just if it's somebody who had a home, no longer has it, whatever, I'll just move in. If it's somebody sick, we could move them to like a nursing home or something. I mean, it's for the betterment of everybody because we're gonna be here like protecting the town and everything. And if I'm falling asleep at a bar every night, then I'm not gonna be as useful as if I had my own place, right?
Hmm.
So really, this just helps everybody else out. Very selfless of me.
Hmm. Cutthroat merchanting. So Glorb can burn down competition?
That sounds good to me.
Hmm. Only Glorb. Hmm.
Unless
Agreed.
there's another goblin merchant around here.
Not anymore.
All right, that's a deal.
Perfect.
All right.
Glorb
bye.
fix up house for you. What
Just
color
shut the
you
door
want?
I'm already out.
Okay.
I'll turn to Gan and be like, "Did you get taken care of what you needed to?"
Yeah, he's gonna make me a house because he feels compelled with compassion for all the things that we've done for him.
Thorpe really is such a good guy.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
I'm
So,
glad you got a chance
Oh.
to get that sorted.
We ready to go scout?
Sure am.
I just need to do one thing and then I'll be ready.
Do we need any supplies to be stealthier? Or
I mean, you know your
something?
stealth abilities better than I do. I
Oh, I
was
mean,
just
I
gonna.
don't know if there's something. I'm not a stealther, so
Well, I
Fair way.
mean, I've just
I think I know
trained
where he's
for it,
going.
but man, I don't. I mean, there's not like special stealth soda or anything that I drink, but I would say, I mean, you sound like you're wearing quiet enough shoes, I would assume. I don't think we're going to be getting anywhere deep into things, so I don't know that you're going to need like, rope and stuff, but
You hear
I mean, do you have any binoculars?
somebody yelling from way down the road. You son of a bitch! And then the familiar sound of a hatchet hitting a door.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Is that
heading
Gan
out
we heard?
to scout. I need some smokes.
And by the time you, I mean, I don't know if you want to play that out, but
Mhm.
but by the time everybody else gets there, things would have already been resolved, and Gan would have his smokes. It's all you get the feeling that this is probably like a routine for them now. There's like an Aarakocra with a crossbow, like sticking in the wall. There's a hatchet in the door, and then by the time you get there, there's Gan with like smokes.
I'll look and be like, everything good here?
Yeah, it's the same thing as always.
Well, good to see you two getting along as well.
Yep.
He just closes
Alright,
the
see you
door.
tomorrow. Yeah. Exactly. I'm ready to go.
All right. Well, let's see. So, out of character, the cave and everything from town, it was like west of town?
So the direction you went before was west.
Okay.
Correct.
So, knowing that, I'll propose that we go start north
Yeah.
and kind of make our way clockwise around town, see what we
So-
see, and yeah, if we need to make a second loop larger, we can.
Told it. She said it was north, but that'll be out probably most likely past the mayor's house.
Right. But I figure if there was somebody to the west, there might also be somebody to the east. But north sounds like a good place to start. So I guess as we go north, probably don't need to be stealthy on making our way to the mayor's house, but if we're going to be passing right by it, we might as well stop by and let the mayor know that the guard is back.
So you go and knock
And let
on
him,
Mayor Chungus's
Yeah.
door.
yeah,
The door
Stop by on our
opens
way
and you
out.
are greeted with just a large belly, like sticking partly out the door.
like, hello, mayor. Not sure if the guild mistress had a chance to update you yet, but we were passing by on our way to go see what we can find around town, and wanted to let you know we found the guard, brought him back, and probably should find a new vocation for him. I don't really think he's ideal for guard duty, but whatever you think is best, of course.
Wonderful,
And
wonderful.
yeah, and you'll also be seeing some goblins walking around. They're helping us out, seem to be pretty good, but let us know if they cause any trouble, all right?
Of course, our little community here grows. Yes, yes, yes.
And he like pats his belly.
Very good. Well, we're going to be going and checking out some rumors that we heard about things nearby, and we'll let you know if we find anything important.
Best of luck for you.
Thank you. Well, enjoy your day. Then we'll make our way.
And you head north. Gotta get my map.
So I'm going to
Loading.
kind of talk a little under my breath to Vald after we've made our way away from the house and be like, if our food appears without us having to do anything about it, that might also make sense why the mayor has grown a little too rotund to get out of his own house.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's got
or
the same thing going on.
his house got built around him.
Suppose so.
Oh, shoot. I want to keep those
Gosh,
tokens on the
wouldn't that be
board.
awkward? But if they built it around him, then why wouldn't they build a door large enough for him at that time?
Big,
Smaller
big
people
Chungus,
building
big
it to
Chungus, Chungus.
their side. I don't know.
Possible.
I mean, they did build this town with all the doors facing to alleyways.
It's
So-
true. It's true.
And there's a reason that I have a generic forest map. Activate.
Oh, it's Ian coming with us too.
I don't know. He's been quiet for a while. I saw him move.
Here, sorry.
Mhm.
I'm just talking.
Oh, okay. Well, if I see you kind of lagging behind, I'll wave at you, like gesture, be like, "Come on, we're heading this way."
I'll stop double clicking.
I'm coming.
EM. Alistair, EM, Willow, Fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How about you, Willow? Are you back with us?
Kalia. Board.
Maybe not for now.
The joys of technical issues and audio.
Yes.
Yay. All right.
Well, yeah. I'm thinking we might want to find some high ground to look around and see if we see any smoke or stuff going on. So I'm gonna ideally be stealthy while I do this. Yes, I am being stealthy. But I'd kind of like to make my way over to these rocks to try and maybe climb my way up.
Hold on,
Uh-oh.
hold on.
Uh-oh.
That's a long way to go, ma'am.
I didn't think it was gonna let me go that far. It was gonna like stop me halfway because that's usually what it does. Like it goes as far as I would walk. Okay, there we go.
All right. You get about there. And you are very stealthy. You are very confident that you are well hidden. Roll me a D100. And a quick little perception check.
There's that. And there's that.
You see it. Okay. And this would be a... Okay. So you start making your way this way. Just kind of like, I'm going to scout ahead. I'll pause it. And you notice that there's a small patch of ground that, you know, because it's been raining, you're kind of acclimated to it. God damn it. And, you know, you inspect a little bit closer as you're walking forward, and it's a pit trap right here. Like, you know, it looks pretty simple, right? There's like leaves, there's like sticks, but what kind of gave it away was the fact that you know it's been very muddy and rainy, so it's like a patch like this seems a little odd to be in such, you know, in such a position.
Mudless.
Yeah, like a
not,
mudless
it's not
patch.
a big puddle. Mm-hmm. Well,
It is very
is it-
crudely made, very shoddy. Just kind of like whoever did it was not very good at making traps. Very akin to you know,
maybe our little green seem to be friends?
hopefully
Friends or
not.
foes?
Yee. But you notice
Maybe.
that when you get to about there, it's like
Okay.
I'll even put a little thing on the ground for
There you go.
draw a square. Make sure it actually takes up the square.
So it's not very large, I take it.
Nope. But with your perception, you notice that there are several of them strewn about.
Okay.
Right there.
Well, I'm going to
Mouse, click.
keep mental
There.
track of that and
There.
make my way back over
That
to the group.
perception. Right there.
and
1,
let
2,
them know. Be
3.
like, hey, looks like somebody's definitely been anticipating us coming this way. There's a
It's kinda
bunch of
in
pit
between.
traps up there, so recommend we probably grab some long sticks and poke stuff ahead of you to make sure that wherever you're
6,
walking is
7.
ground and not a pit trap. If you keep
7.
an eye out for where there should be mud and there isn't, that's also going to be probably a pretty helpful indicator. But come on this way carefully, and I'll show you at least the ones that I saw.
Willow, use your detect trap.
There's somewhere.
Did that work? Yeah, they are nearby. So I guess as we come up, I'll point out the ones that I can see. Maybe toss a pebble into the ones that are further away to show them where I'm seeing stuff. So they have an idea of the ones that I saw. And seeing these traps, I'm going to talk kind of somewhat quietly to them, be like, seeing these traps makes me feel encouraged that we're probably going in the right direction.
Grab my. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Could be the completely wrong direction. Maybe you want to go a
Maybe.
different direction entirely. Yeah.
We might. Yeah, we might after checking this direction out. So I'm suggesting wherever we go around this patch of the forest, we should probably be really careful. I still would like to try and make my way over to those rocks. So if I get past about here, should I roll another perception check?
No, I'd say it's just kind of you're still in the general area. I'll just work with what is already there. So yeah, there's definitely a patch of totally nondescript and boring and lame looking rocks that totally would have nothing on the other side of them just outside of your line of sight.
Excellent. Well, I was thinking of trying to climb up on top of here and like kind of, but is it a something like boulder that I
Yeah,
could
it's
climb up?
it's like
Or
boulder size, easily like
okay,
10 feet.
okay. Let's see. I wonder if would I be able to climb up it, kind of a thing, or
I mean, you can
like
try.
it's too awkward for that. Okay.
You can always try.
Well, if it's not, I didn't know if maybe it was like there was like a slope on one side I could climb up, but if it would be kind of a weird thing, then maybe I'll just stealthily kind of make my way, I don't know, around one side or the other. Can I? Ooh, I'm gonna say, could I possibly hear anything above like the sound of the rain? It sounds like not. Well, I'm gonna either way gesture to the rest of the group to be like to come up because I don't see anything at least right around here. I assume if that was the same general area. But I figure if we don't see anything from where we're at, using the rock as cover as I kind of make my way around the side, it would probably be good to have them nearby.
And move where you want to go.
All right. Well, I'm going to wait for the party to kind of catch up if they would like to.
Perception.
I think Mo might still be gone for a minute or two. I'll wait to move forward till he has a chance to get back.
Oh.
Catch up.
Hello? There we go. That was weird. What? Foundry? Hello? Foundry? You okay? Foundry? Hold on, I gotta refresh.
Mhm.
Oh, that's odd. That's very odd. Uh, now, what the fuck is going? Okay, refreshed.
I'm thinking just because I know Ian had to take a quick break. He would likely probably be up with us, I would assume. But I don't want to do too much until he gets a chance to get back.
I mean, he does have the perfect ability to scout by sending Darkium in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Things are not loading properly. Don't know why. Why are things not loading?
And in the meantime,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead. I was going to just say, in the meantime, I'm just going to take stock of, kind of looking around, getting a lay of the land from where we are over here, just to, be aware of anything out of the ordinary.
Did I miss?
Oh, just was kind of creeping up to this rock, and so far everything seems pretty non-suspicious, but I wanted, since we have a good, at least view of the area so far, I was going to be checking out the next area once everybody got here, just to be sure that, because if there's traps here, then it is likely we're getting closer to where there might be somebody. But I mean, so far nothing seems suspicious. So, because my perception check was super duper high, so I'm not suspicious at all yet.
Oh no,
I
that
just hear
looks
the
great.
rain.
So, Cube, does this kind of theater the mind like this is a different area than we visited before? Then
Yeah, it's kind of a generic
Okay.
forest that
Just
I
generic
made
forest.
so we can.
I just wanted
Have
to
a
make
map,
sure.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
figured as much.
yeah.
But
We're to the north of the town this time instead of west.
well, after all the explanation of the traps and such, I'll
I'll add another one
definitely
for
be
twice.
looking around as well.
Nice. I don't know, Cube.
Ooh.
Does he notice anything before I make my way around the rock?
He does, because he's looking for something over here.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
definitely be forward sensing because we're already here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with a 16, you get a very uneasy feeling about this area.
Yeah,
Something don't
know.
seem right. Like
I know
traps, like you expect
around.
traps to be like traps, right? You're just like, these aren't natural, but they're traps. It's just something else just don't feel right. Maybe hairs in the back of your neck stand up a little bit.
Okay.
And you kind of get a feeling just with that perception. If I can ping. Kind of from over there.
That goddamn bush again. I guess I'll just say, I mean, I'm not really noticing anything too much, but I mean, to say the least, there is a lot of traps around, but I'm definitely feeling a little something else. So let's just stick together.
Sounds good.
And I'm kind of, well, I know Gan's getting food right now. It's like, eh.
I'm
But I gotta
listening,
roll
I'm
for
listening.
Gan.
Yeah, I think you're
Sorry.
enjoying tacos.
Yes.
Sounds delicious.
What am I rolling? Perception.
Insight.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, you're the most insightful of us all.
Where was that last night? I swear, all that juice.
Right?
So Ian sort of points out, something weird in that general direction. And you can almost hear somebody talking to you, but it's none of your party. It's not your inner voice. It's not even threatening. It's very welcoming. And it's just kind of just like whispers, but they're inaudible in a sense, like maybe in language you don't know, but it
Like
feels
the idea of a
so.
whisper.
Yeah, it's like it feels so familiar to you, like something you've experienced a long time ago before you had to leave, like almost like someone beckoning, kind of thing.
Mm.
Okay, almost like somebody I made a bargain with before, right? And then
Mm.
decided I wasn't getting enough out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like anybody else is having these issues?
I mean,
No, I'm oblivious.
Ian maybe, yeah, with the insight, Ian's like something's going on, but it's kind of like he's not sure what it is. And I was specifically giving this to you too because this is sort of your history stuff, so.
Mm-hmm.
Stop sneezing. I'm here though.
Yeah, we could say you have like a tick or something. Like when something like this comes up, you just kind of start sneezing.
There you go.
That's up there. You go.
I love it. Well, I'm going to be looking at you guys and being like, why are you acting so weird? What
I
do you
just
guys
can't
sense?
stop sneezing. I don't really know what's happening, but I'll be fine.
Well, if you're getting the heebie-jeebies from, this direction over here, or, wherever
Look how
that
good I'm at. That's some top tier roleplay right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm.
Method acting.
is. Well, maybe we should go take a look in that direction first and then make our way around the rock. I don't
Couldn't
know.
agree more.
What do you guys want to do? Do you
I
want
think I'm gonna go
keep...
kill that thing that's trying to talk to us.
Okay.
Oh, well, that decides it. All right, let's head this way then. I'm gonna try and
we
do
should really
so
ask Globe to make like a
stealthily.
leash or something, or like a chain.
I know, right?
So it's about, put the marker down. I just use a measurement control because that'll make it easy.
I want to have weapon out and just like on a mission, like this thing dies.
This is the funniest thing because the weekend you missed, there was something in this bush, and whoever else did that exact same thing. Just noticed it in the bush, ran at it, and jumped at the bush swinging.
Oh yeah, was it the exact same area?
Yeah.
Literally the exact same
Oh,
bush.
how funny.
But no, that was to the west.
No, I know, but yeah,
Just
it's
as far
funny
as the
that
map
I thought it was.
designation, like the
I thought it was
graphics
up
on the
that
map.
way. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh yeah, that's right, because I remember these rocks from that.
So now you guys
None
know
of you
this is the
are,
danger. This is the danger bush. The danger
Go
stones.
Bush.
Danger bush.
None of you are susceptible to like eldritch horrors or mind control, right?
Like
Not
a pretty
especially, no.
ambiguous question. What the heck? I don't know. Probably. That seems
Not
terrifying.
you, Liam. This is the
What?
thing that took our kingdom right here.
Kill it then.
Yeah.
No, I'm done sneezing.
Wait, if
actually,
this
That's
took
good.
an entire kingdom, should we go get backup with the rest of our group before going to it? Or you think you can
I'd say
take it?
Kingdom was weak.
We kill it before it has a chance to run away.
Okay. Well, in matters of this, I absolutely trust your judgment on it. I guess
So
I'm probably gonna be like around there. So I'd be able to see whatever's by the rock. Can we see what's going on over there? Yet?
let's see. Gan is yeah. So Gan, since you're the first one over there, you have your weapon drawn. You step forth, and on this rock are carved symbols. And as you get closer, they just glow, and not just like they just turn like bright white, but there's like this it's like faint glow. It comes and goes, it waxes, it wanes, it dims, it brightens. But the closer you get, the more and more that frequency increases, and the louder and louder the voice, the whispers in an inaudible language continue to just kind of fill your thoughts. It's almost like somebody whispering very loud, if that makes sense. Like the sounds of the rain and the
Sounds like
drops
right
start
beside
to
you.
become more muted.
Creepy.
I attack the
No.
rock.
Classic D&D. I attack the rock. I mean, yeah, you can hit the rock. It's not going anywhere.
Specifically where the runes are carved. I want to like scratch the runes out with my sword. Just chip away at it if I can.
You sure can, in lieu of a wisdom saving throw.
That means without it.
With it.
Right. Saving throw. I have -1 to wisdom. 2.
Well, you can only roll so many nat 20s, right?
That's true. I save them for fighting only.
So you swing your sword at the rune, and like imagine like a force user like holding their hand out and like keeping you like inches away from like cutting them. You get that similar feeling, like your muscles just cease to function. Like you go for the swing and you stop like an inch away from it, and you just feel your body like your mind is saying continue, but your body is not, in control.
Mind's telling me yes, but my body.
And the rune continues to glow and this faint,
I don't think Gan uh, sees anything wrong with a little bump and grind. So
Oh, no.
I'm gonna look. I mean, if you're kind of whispering or saying that from far away, I'm just gonna kind of giggle and look at you and be like, I mean, I guess that's one way to get your rocks off. And if it looks like he's attacking something and really distressed by can we see the runes as well?
Let's see here. You are right there. Give me a
I'm
perception, but with disadvantage because there is a reason.
Wait, can I do it too, or am I too far?
You can see it without disadvantage, just normally. Or roll it, I
Wait,
mean.
so I can just. Oh. Oh,
Well, I mean,
it's
it's pretty far away.
Disadvantage.
True. Yeah. There's a lot of rain in the way for you.
I can't see.
So,
I was too busy singing R. Kelly.
Kali, you're looking at where Gan's like swinging his sword at, and you are aware of something being like what it is. You're not sure. You just kind of see like a glow. It's like imagine looking into like a light bulb. You can't really see what's inside of it, but you can see the light emanating from it. Whereas Gan, for
Okay.
example, can see actual symbology. And Eam is too far away, rain's in his eyes. He's, you know what? You're still sneezing, so it's like you're trying to look over there, but you keep like getting that sneeze.
I got this. Like I'm like squinting my eyes because the sneeze just is like there, kind of ready to come. Is that
Well,
over there?
I'm gonna assume that there's something that needs killing over there, and so I'm gonna shoot my my soul blade at the light.
Go for it. And Gan, can you give me a quick little attack roll with your greatsword, please?
Mm-hmm. Do you want the super aggressive one, or do you want just a regular one?
Let's see. Super aggressive.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna attack recklessly. I'm a reckless kind of guy.
You tricked me because you even started with. I thought you were gonna say regularly. Still okay.
All right. So reckless attack, I get advantage. This is gonna be -5. All right. But with 14.
It was gonna be cool. So you swing your sword, and this is not you in control of your body right now. But when the arrow is shot at the rune, it's almost like your body was commanded to try and smack the arrow out of the air.
Can I give him inspiration?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Yeah, I'll take that
Yeah.
inspiration.
It's only because you said, "Oh man, that was gonna be really cool." Damn it, man!
All right. Well,
Everyone knows in D&D 6e you add the two together, so that's a 20.
Well, unfortunately, it's not 6e. Yeah. Sorry.
It's future time.
So
All right, well,
you swing, and the arrow just kind of, or the dagger flies past, and plinks into the rune. Give me some damage. Oh wait, it's not physical, is it?
It's psychic. Because I can't tell what he's fighting.
Yeah. Okay. Since it's psychic damage, it just kind of plinks off the rock. Because you're trying to psychically assault a stone.
A rock. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be like, that's weird. So I'm gonna try and get closer to see what it is we're really working with here.
Mm-hmm. Iam's sneezing intensifies.
I can't
So
stop.
I'm gonna actually throw my actual dagger at it. Ooh, not that
All
great.
right. Again, I'm going to need you to make another attack at an object being thrown at an object. Interception, as it were.
You want me to do one where I'm not so aggressive with it?
Well, let's see. Considering the effectiveness, yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, because it's if I'm doing like a great sword mastery swing, I got a huge chance to not land a hit. -5 to my attack. If I just do normal and then I still do reckless attack, then it's 22.
You smack that dagger right out of the air. And at this
Ciao.
point, you just as from your character's perspective, you almost feel like you're taking a bit of a back seat in your own body. You have limited control in the sense that you are, like you're standing there, you're breathing, you're blinking, you're able to think and move some of your muscles, but it's just like something is forcing your body to do something that you are not commanding it to do in a sense. So not necessarily like a complete backseat, but a little bit like, you're definitely not the driver in that sense.
Like
Okay.
compulsion, like being
Yeah.
compelled on the rock kind of thing.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I just mentioned Jesus in never mind. It was GTA RP. They just sent me a letter from my lawyer and asking when my trial should be. And I was like, well, not Sunday and Wednesdays, because those days belong to the Lord. Because I'm trying to seem like a better person than that character is.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
Go to jail.
Anyway. I got a little bit closer because my eyes were all squinty and I'm still sneezing. So, because I just see them attacking shit, I can't even tell what's going on. I'm just trying to get a better view. Hey, what do you guys? What's going on over here?
Well,
Achoo.
it seems
Achoo.
like Gan is trying to attack this glowing thing on the rock, but every time I try and help him, either of us seems like he just tries to take it out. Gan, you doing okay, bud?
You hear the words, but they're extremely muffled. So
He's
Ken doesn't
kinda
really respond.
smart. Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I'll just wait then. Wait 1 second as well.
Doo-doo-doo. So Vald, you're seeing all this going on. What are you doing?
I will move in a little closer, but not too close. So if I can get a better view of what is exactly happening. But can I see the through the light or
Well, since everybody's kind of focused on it, yeah, you can see a little glowy light on the rock.
but just a glowy light? I can't see what's beneath that. Correct.
Just the glowy lights. Yeah, from there, that particular angle.
And he is attacking them. So I will tell the group, is there a way we can cover that glowing? Maybe that'll stop him from trying to attack it.
Can certainly try. How about, can I grab a handful of mud and try and maybe sneak around to the side over here so I have a more direct view that Gan can't block?
I mean, you can always try.
What do I need to try and roll?
Grab mud and put it on there.
Well, just to like throw a glob of mud because I don't necessarily want to get within like sword reach of him right now. What would that
Oh, you're
be?
trying to like throw it on it.
Like throw a glop of mud, like a mud ball, to cover the glow.
I mean, you could just do an attack roll if you want.
Okay.
And that is a 14. Well, it's an inanimate object. Oh, you're not proficient with it though, so that would actually be lower.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's
right.
calculating your proficiency. So that would be the +3. I think it's +3. So yeah, no, you're not really able to. You're having a hard time getting that chunk of mud to land properly.
Okay.
I mean, it's rain. Like I said, it's rainy.
I'm just gonna see them like attacking nothing, and then just shoot a crossbow bolt into the rock. Is that they're attacking a rock, correct?
Yep, they're
Yeah,
attacking a
glowing on the rock.
glow on a rock.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I will give it the old try, and that did not work. About just
Yeah.
looking over, or just attacking a rock. I meant to do it with disadvantage anyway, because my sneezing, so it would have been even worse. God, come attack this rock with us.
Well, I'm gonna holler at you guys, but like, I think we need to cover that glowing on it. Can you guys try and grab Gan's arms? So to like keep him from swinging, and I'll go cover the rock.
Oh wait, that was a range attack. Gan, give me an attack roll against the arrow. Gan smacks the shit out of that arrow mid-flight. Bing.
Yeah, that would have hit if Gan didn't. I'll hold him back. I got you. Val, you got the other arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess
Would I
we
need
just
like
go-
athletics or
Am I just
acrobatics to like
allowing this to happen?
What's up?
run?
No, you can. I figured we were gonna roll against it. But
Yeah.
So give me
Or, like,
some.
Gan, snap out of it.
what do we roll?
So
This is a
you'd be rolling.
grapple.
Yep.
Good.
So I think that's athletics.
22.
Fuck off.
Oh no.
Wait, don't we get an advantage though? Because it's two of us to get one.
Yeah, good luck. I
Okay.
mean, gotta beat a 22.
Yep. I can't beat
Go
it.
beat it. You literally can't beat it. I could have
I
beaten it. but
can't.
I could have.
No.
I had. There was one line of.
Val,
degree
you're
that I
probably
didn't
just like
beat.
hanging off of Gan's arm.
I'm throwing elbows out like crazy.
We're just
Like I'm in
holding
the
onto them,
NBA right
flying
now,
around.
right?
But like while he's distracted, can I wonder if I can like stealth my way like quickly up and like slam a giant handful of mud over the glowing rune or glowing thing that I can see on the rock.
I mean, you can always try.
Well, I rolled a
There's-
24 stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have to roll to beat that, or how do we want to figure that out?
Nope. So you put the mud over it.
Yep, over the glow.
You slap the mud on there, and it immediately hardens. It hardens, cracks, and falls apart, almost like it was just instantly dried.
You break that thing?
The rune, no,
Well-
just the mud.
Oh, thank God.
Wait, you want the rune to be in one piece?
I don't know what it does.
Well, it's
fancy.
making Gan go crazy.
One is Gan not being crazy.
I mean, this is not normal Gan craziness.
I've seen.
Why
this
would
once
Gan
or
be
twice.
attacking this thing and also keeping us from attacking it? Something's not right.
That's a perfect segue into Gan's situation right now.
I'm
So
just
again-
hearing Charlie Brown grown-up noises. They're just like wah 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 wah, right?
Yep. So I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw as you kind of feel
Easy.
yourself being pushed further and further into the back seat.
Yeah, I tried to punch
7.
Gan.
Oh no, Gan, where are your high rolls at?
I tried to punch Gan.
Okay.
Unarmed attack. Or slap, like slap him into.
Out of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck. I got an AC of 13. All right.
Well, if you do that, then I'll say Gan can have advantage. Fine.
Okay, so what do we do?
Well, I do have one way to.
No, I'm slapping.
Want to
for
use
sure.
my spell.
You can do what you want to. Kidding. What were you saying about?
I mean, I do have a way to so that he can't see the object. I don't know if that'll stop him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want to use my spell
Yeah, no, not worth it.
unless I.
We just did a long rest. You got all sorts of spell slots.
Huh? I only have 2.
Did we do a long rest?
Oh yeah, you're a warlock. Or you get those back on a short rest. You just have to eat beef jerky for an hour.
What do I roll?
Specifically.
So no,
Do I
I'm
roll
just
like a
I'm just saying you could just slap him. You don't really have to roll for
I
that.
don't think Gan would. Oh, so I guess Gan doesn't have a choice to allow it or not.
Correct.
Well,
Get fucked. I just give him a big old slap on the face and I say, Gan, snap out of it!
Do I snap out of it? That's
Ooh.
a 15.
Yes.
Okay.
You feel yourself forcing your way back into the driver's seat of your own body. And the whispers fade. But it's not before you kind of feels like something pulls away from you. And next to you, shadows
You need demeanor
coalesce
change? Oh, so we actually see something. Never mind.
into
Can I
an
just be really
amalgamation.
distracted and slap
Yeah.
him again?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Thank you.
It's so
He's like already fine, but I'm just like freaking out.
yeah, like airplane.
Yeah, exactly. Wicked reference, yes.
To which, let's see. Yeah, you guys are close enough to notice it. The Gan's shadow kind of shifts and stretches, almost to like a Slenderman level of like stretching out to a point where it coalesces nearby, right next to you, and the shadow just sort of goes from like the Slenderman. It starts compacting in on itself like a small sphere of darkness on the ground, almost very portal-like. To which, dun, 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 dun,
It's less dark Gan.
several tendrils whip out. Very familiar to Gan, very familiar to Ian. And I'm gonna need initiative, as this thing is acting angy.
so inky.
22.
Oh. I mean, I'd be angry too if I was, in the middle of possessing someone and I just got like bitch slapped the shit out of him.
I slapped Gan again. In the past 2 sessions, I've danced to get someone electrocuted. I slapped Gan.
I'm gonna slap you.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just-
like I'm
it's just
so
a
into it. I
slap
don't even
fight.
realize. Gan slaps me back, and then I get knocked out. I get back in. I'm like, oh, sorry, I got really into that.
All right. So, Ian, you were in the midst of slapping Gan, apparently. As
Right.
almost like this sort of portal of darkness forms on the ground, and these wicked tendrils that just seem almost necrosis infested in a sense. Not necessarily, but just kind of giving a little extra darkness to it. More shadowy, I guess. They just whip out and they look like they're, ready to start slapping people, but they are not first.
So would a history check count as my action, or
I'd say you can do I'd say it'll be a quick
my
thought.
history's dookie. My history's dookie. Don't worry. Let's go.
Yeah, you've definitely seen and experienced something like this before. It is one of the many horrors that had destroyed, well, your home, both of your homes technically.
All right. Oh, someone dark EM behind him. I'll yell to the rest of the crew and be like, guys, this doesn't look good. And from what I can remember, this is just the beginning because this is just a baby one. So I think we got a lot of problems to look forward to. And then shoot a fucking bow at its head. With advantage?
It would be
do you think
disadvantage because you're in melee.
Because I'm close to him.
if we can
What-
hack
what-
these tentacles off, do you think we can jump through the portal?
And if you want
I
advantage, it
think-
had to be there technically.
There's definitely a plausible idea for doing that, so I'm gonna go for this tentacle right here, and I'll point at obscure tentacle and use a short sword instead. Because I also forgot I do more damage with short swords anyway. I just never in range to use them. Is that with advantage?
Yes, because melee.
Huzzah! I missed.
Yes, you did.
Oh no.
So you go to
wait.
swing at it. Wait.
Oh no, never mind.
I was just gonna say you go to
Thought I
swing
had
at it,
something.
and the tentacles just kind of slap your sword away because there's so many of them. You're aiming for one, and they're just dancing and weaving.
Destruction rule, Dark EM from behind. Huzzah! He also misses. Can we just do it where like we swap places because we missed so bad somehow? We just we jumped.
You,
You know
have
the
the
little-
ability to switch places with your echo.
Yeah. I'll do that then. But
Just
not in like the
theatrics.
teleporting way. But yeah, for the theatrics, we both do like the link attack and miss and go to the opposite side. All right, who's next?
Gan himself. You finally got control of your body again. The whispers have greatly reduced. Not altogether gone. All right, looks like we got some rage. He's muted. I'm sure he's
I
explaining
didn't know
things.
I was muted. I was like, all right, first thing I want to do is rage. And then I was saying, I don't need reckless attack because I'm flanking. Is that right? And I asked it like 3 times. I was like, is that right? DM, is that correct? DM, I'm flanking. I
Correct.
get advantage for flanking. Yes,
Well-
I get it. Yeah, I was muted.
Well, you're not flanking, but you get reckless attack would give you the advantage.
Well, I'm saying if I'm flanking, because Liam's flanking with himself. Fucking never mind.
Liam.
Oh,
Well,
reckless attack. I'll
flanking-
say your name right when you flank.
Why isn't it like the flank? That doesn't make any sense. Why you have to be in the back to flank? Because your flanks are on your sides. Not to flank is coming from the side. So I don't know. That just
That's
doesn't
nomenclature that
I don't
they
know.
have chosen.
Hey, guess what? Instead of me not moving anywhere, I moved to here.
See, there you go. Like a steak flank.
So I can do this
Yeah.
without the reckless then?
Yes.
We're so
That's
fun.
with advantage. That's with
Dude,
advantage.
both
got a
of my
1
cute-
and a 2.
I got a 12 and an 11 on my advantage rolls, and you got a 2, bro. We're screwed.
We're s-
All right. So that was my bonus action and my action, and I am seething. I made the attempt to attack, so I still keep the rage.
No.
And then to lend support to anybody who wants to flank, I'm gonna step onto this rock.
All right.
My turn.
So yeah, you went to swing at it, and it's distracting whispers are just throwing you off. Like it, it's like you just got back in the front seat of your car, but you haven't completely like gained control to wheel it, right? Like maybe it's veering a little bit, kind of thing. Like because this was a very dislodging experience, so that makes sense. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I think we can all guess what I'm going to be doing. Not with my actual short sword, but my soul blade.
Go.
Psychic damage
Yeah.
straight to the
Advantage, and she hit.
tentacle. Is it susceptible to psychic damage? I assume so. Hopefully.
Give me some damage.
Oh, and it would be plus a 1d6 for sneak attack. So 12. Boom.
Would it be 2d6
Isn't it?
for sneak attack?
Yeah, it's more
Oh,
than
is it? Oh, yeah,
2d6.
that's right.
It's
I keep forgetting
2d6,
about that after the
Let's
next
see.
level.
1d6.
because I'm level
So
5 and I really want to
14.
get 3d6.
Woo!
Yeah, 2d6.
So 15 or 14 points damage for that first attack.
So minus that. Okay. All right.
And then I will also. Oh, wait, not that one. I will also attack with my offhand. And let's see. So that one wouldn't be sneak attack. It's one time per round, right? Or per turn.
Yep. One
Or
attack.
no, it's okay. Although would it be with like advantage because of flanking with that or anything?
You don't get advantage with range attacks
Perfect.
for
Thank you.
flanking purposes.
Well, that's all right.
There is a thing that you get as a rogue that you get advantage no matter what, though. So make sure you
So,
don't have that.
That
So I know I
damage would
have it.
only
I'll
be
look that up.
2 because you don't get to add your modifier for the offhand.
Oh,
Let
I
me-
don't
okay.
believe.
That's just what was automatic on there. So sounds good.
I'm gonna look up.
Two's
Roll20.
better than none. Thank you.
Okay, so
Yeah, is that something that would apply
2 more.
on
Psychic.
Because like the one thing
forget
I
how it
mostly know of is this one. Yeah, just once per turn. Yeah.
No. There's. It might
Okay.
be the type of rogue I am. That might be why I'm confused. But I know I have a move that's like you just if this comes into play, you just get advantage basically. And it's a rogue thing.
The one where you can't move. The
No,
Inquisitive
It's
Rogue.
something else. It's something else.
Anyway,
Well, thank you
Yeah.
for looking that up.
I'll figure
All
it out.
right.
unless you want to move
Yeah, so-
anywhere, Vold.
Go for it.
Okay. This with this. Let's see. So I'm gonna attack. And I miss.
That is most definitely a miss. Let's see here. With a natty 1, you're trying to do a booming blade with a long sword.
So I don't know if it's different between Roll20
Okay.
or whatever, but it says beginning at first level, you know how to strike subtly and exploit a foe's distraction. This is just sneak attack. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 3d6 to one creature you hit with an attack. If you have an advantage on the attack roll, the attack must use a finesse or a ranged weapon. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. So therefore, she would have advantage on it.
It doesn't give her advantage.
Yeah.
It
only-
just gives her sneak attack.
Yeah.
It just gives you
Yeah,
sneak
and the
attack.
sneak attack's just
Sorry.
once per
Yeah.
turn. Yeah.
Yeah. If there was something that gave it advantage, then she also, But there's already people adjacent to the
I thought
threat.
it was a
If you
sneak
made a
attack.
second attack, like if you had an offhand, right?
Yeah,
Then if your first one missed, you could also use your sneak attack for that. If you have a reaction, even an opportunity attack, you could use your sneak on that. You
That's
don't
what
use
it
it
was.
once per
That's
turn.
probably what
but-
it is. That yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was just making sure.
Perfect. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
So Vold, this thing just grabs your longsword, and it is now a tentacle monster with a longsword.
Oh, goody.
Wait.
Great.
Okay. But-
Wait.
Natty 1.
No.
Yeah. No. But like, there's.
They hit the target surface of weapons.
Or is that the
Yeah, it's a
thing?
miss.
Does it disappear after being thrown? Oh. Oh, no. Never mind.
Wait, there's what, Val? What were you saying?
we lose you?
I'm reading.
Essentially, just disarm, or the equivalent of dropping your
It's-
weapon.
It's because he added the fumble thing. So if you roll a nat 1, he rolls the 1d100, and then depending on that, that's what you get. So he rolled a 69 for your fumble, and then that was disarm.
I just did a high or low in my head. I
But
just
it's
do a
my
coin flip.
packed weapon, so it's kind of weird. That's what I was
Does-
thinking. Because
doesn't
it's
mean-
like a.
Packed weapon you
After
can
the
summon
attack-
back into your hand on your turn,
Yeah.
like a keyblade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was like. There's something about it.
So it doesn't affect you as much, but this creature doesn't know that. So kind of one of those situations.
Got your weapon, and then you just like wiggle your fingers, and then it's back in your hand.
Okay.
Kind of like Thor.
Yeah. All right. It's this thing's turn. It's.
Wait.
Let's see.
Oh,
No,
no,
what-
that's
unless you-
magic. I don't want to do that. Okay.
All right.
We can Darkian bend over and shake his bum at the thing.
I mean, you can try. It might slap him on the ass.
Ooh, okay.
Each creature
That's good.
within a 20-foot sphere
I
centered
hope
on that
mean-
point.
19. That better be
Oh,
the better version.
it's an action.
Gentle caress
No.
instead of a hard slap.
I think this is what it's gonna do. So I need everybody here. I'll even link it for you so you know exactly what you gotta do.
So you guys are aware I was just trying to taunt it to attack Darkian, but
I need
fucked up
everybody to
clearly.
make a charisma save.
Oh, something interesting. All I had to do was click that button in the chat, saving throw
Yeah,
DC
that's
14 charisma.
that's super dope. Yeah.
That's awesome. Eh,
Good thing both of us failed though. Oh, one of us passed.
I did.
And 3
I'm
and a
too
4.
charismatic for Tentacles to get.
Oh, wait, do I have to roll another one for Dark Ian? Or no, the first one was for Dark Ian. This one's for normal Ian.
Let's see. I don't
Okay.
think. Yeah, I guess technically it would count.
Sorry, dude.
That's fine. Don't bother me none. Because some
I
of
didn't
y'all
even
still
read
stunned.
what it actually did. I didn't.
You're
read
just like,
what it did.
I'm rolling. Yeah, I did good. Yay.
Yay.
All right. So, again,
I'm
see
stunned, which
here.
means I'm incapacitated. I can't move. I can't attack. I can't speak.
trying to find the icon for the stun. That's
Automatically
unconscious.
fail my strength and dex saves. And all attack rolls against me are. Oh shit! Wait.
Yep. And that's exactly why I didn't want to be stunned. You do not remember that from Sunday, Keith? How many?
Yeah, no, I
things
stunned
you went
myself.
through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Ian.
All I said was stunned, so I was like, saving throw, saving throw.
Ian. 1, 2, and Vault. All right. That was its action. The icons are so tiny. Done. There we go. All right, so that was its action. That is all it can do with that. Making sure. Can it do that and also...
So
Okay.
just reading this, I'm just trying to understand it. The Chaos Quadrupod shoots forth a knot of rolling ethereal light. It explodes at a point it can see within 60 feet of it. And then in a 20-foot radius from that point, each creature, which this would also be a creature, right? On that point has to succeed at... Is it susceptible to its own attack since it's in the radius of its explosion?
This creature? No.
Nice try though.
Oh, that gave me a good chuckle.
Almost as if to say the body of the creature is not what's visible. You. So let's see. So Eam.
Yes. Am I able? Do I still get? Never mind. Do I still get advantage if they're incapacitated, or how's that work?
That's a good question. Do you get advantage if you're passive? No, you wouldn't.
That's unfortunate. Um, then I'm just gonna bonus action.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove Dark. Wait, if I remove Dark Eam and resummon him, he's not going to be stunned anymore, right?
You never had this happen before.
Guess that's a fair point. Do I get to just try to roll the Wisdom save on or Charisma saving throw on Dark Eam again? Because
So
it's my turn now.
the save is because I think it's at the end of your turn usually. Let's see. Explosive.
Because I'm thinking if
Stunned.
I dismiss him and
Yep. So it's
summon him
stunned
again,
until the end of its next turn. So the save was
and
to
then it's
determine
turn.
if this turn was going to
Yeah,
get
we don't
skipped.
have to save twice against it. We're
Oh,
stunned.
it's just
for the
stunned
next
for
turn.
one turn. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I guess I will just give him the old 1-2, buckle my shoe, short sword to the one of his tenties.
Not the tinties.
Huzzah! Crit!
Hell yeah, brother. You start slashing. Let's get some damage in there.
Only 11. Let's go.
11 is better than 0.
I'm a weak little guy.
Feeling called out.
Feeling called.
Resistance check. Oh, nope. That would be F. So that would be.
And then I'm also gonna action surge.
There we go. Because this particular
Give it
one, I have
damage.
resistance. So
Huzzah! 15.
a 15, yeah, would hit another tendril.
Get out of here, tendrils. 10 damage. How did the critical hit only do 1 more damage?
Because you rolled a 1 on it.
All right, 21 damage.
All right. So you've sliced into this thing, and you'd expect to do a lot of damage, but it has a very leathery hide. You're probably not doing as much as you think it does.
Oh, fuck. Wait, hold on. Let me see if that was a bonus action. That's not a bonus action. My only bonus action is to fucking get rid of my guy. Oh, wait. But he might. Never mind. Nope, we're good.
All
That's it for
right. So
me.
then again, the stun wears off.
Yup.
And let's see. Does that also get rid of your rage? Is it on your turn?
If I have been attacked, then my rage isn't gone. Does that count as an attack?
It would. I mean, I would
I have to either
consider it.
be like hit by something or like attacked, or I have to do the attacking. And I don't have to make contact, just like the attempt. It's so that I can't like run away, I can't hide, I can't have a moment of like reprieve. I have to constantly be fighting.
Let's see. That stun had to skip his next turn. Because it didn't attack you yet, because it's not his turn yet. As far as the turn order goes. But yeah. Get into that. That's an interesting.
It ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't either attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. I didn't take any damage. I think this ends my rage.
Yeah, no, I guess it would. Because that wasn't damage, that was just an effect.
Yeah. It's just a status condition.
And actually, you know what? It
Oh.
actually makes a lot of sense, right? Because of, your knowledge with it and probably its knowledge with you. It would be like, this is the perfect way to. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, if it focuses attacks on me, I'm only gonna stay stronger.
Yeah, so it probably would
yeah.
have tactically been more aware to do that, knowing who you are and what you're capable of. I think that makes sense narratively.
You have such a wicked cool idea. It's
I know,
fucking
right?
wicked smart. I promise. It's
So
fucking
wicked,
smart.
so wicked sick,
It's fucking
so smart. All right, so Kalia, you saw
Yes.
everybody just kind of just globbed this gross stuff, and everybody was just like dumbfounded for a moment. I could actually get rid of that template because that was just a
Explain how
symbol.
EM was super cool and attacked him. What the heck?
And noticing that, I'm gonna move out of, I guess. Let's see. Can I move that far? Yes, hang on.
Man,
Yeah.
the times that I wish I was my Sunday character in these lobbies, it's
Oh yeah.
10 to 1. Yeah,
So I'm gonna.
it's a
I
rogue.
guess
It's a rogue.
it-
They're so good.
So are you taking that exact direction of movement?
yes.
Okie dokie. So
Well, I wouldn't be an attack of opportunity, would it?
yes, because
Oh,
that is
well,
adjacent.
okay. Well then, really? I'm like 10 feet
Hey,
away.
what? She was over here. No, she wasn't there.
I was
She
10
was
feet
over here,
away.
dude.
But
Yeah.
I saw
she was
your
up
marker
aside.
do this. That's why I was making this specific
No.
calculation.
Well, I
Oh,
see.
that's why he said, was it exactly that path? Because he
Oh,
moved
that
there.
path. I thought you meant
Yeah.
that location. Okay. Well, then if I have the option not to,
He son of a
then
bitch.
no. Then I would come down here
Oh, did you
and then
walk
I
on
would come
one square?
over here.
Hey,
He almost
I
died
thought you were
there.
asking if
Hey,
that
no,
was
it was worth.
the
It was worth
location
it.
that I was going. I misunderstood your question. Because in battle, I would not walk. I'd be like, "Hey guys, hey, hang on,
He
one
just
second."
walk up to the guy in between us, walk away.
I would not do that.
It's funny. Good try, cute.
Yeah.
good try. I was the one who giving you the heads up.
Well, I misheard you, so that was
That's fair,
super
man.
helpful for me. Thank you.
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
are you
how can I have an attack of opportunity from 10 feet away? And you're like, well, if you go that way, it's like, oh, it wouldn't be 10 feet away yet.
And Vald, your stun wears off.
Well, wait, wouldn't I get to? It was.
Yeah.
So would that still be within my? I'd
Yeah,
still
you
be
still
able to
get to
attack.
go.
Right?
I was
Oh,
just
okay.
doing the
Oh, let me know.
reminding myself to remove the token because he's not going to be able to do anything this turn anyway.
Yeah.
Attack
And
away.
so it's
Preemptively removing
2d6.
Dingy McDoodles.
Oh no, wait, sorry. No, hang on. That wouldn't be 2d6. That would be just a 1d6. I was conflating the damage with the sneak attack. So, but I guess even if you take full 6 away from that, then
Still
it would
30
still
damage, yeah.
be a lot.
So
No, 'cause
the
it would
base
still be
roll was a
2d6.
19. So 19 would have hit anyway.
So what I
Oh.
needed was to add it here. That's what I needed.
It doesn't just add it for you automatically? That's silly.
No.
Let's
Well, I guess
see.
because it lets
No.
me decide if I want to add the sneak attack to this roll or a different roll.
1d6 plus 2d6, so that's all of it. Okay.
I think if you put the sneak attack into the chat window, it'll give you options for rolls on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like when
Yeah,
I
it
put my
would.
booming
Yeah.
blade in there, I can roll
Burp.
the booming blade stuff from that if it
The-
happens.
Damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the separate sneak attack damage.
See if
So
my
what I was
camera
doing was
controls are
rolling
working.
weapon damage.
And then adding the
With sneak
2d6
attack.
on.
Because
yeah,
it would be the same thing. I
Camera
either add
control.
the attack damage to that, or I click the thing to get sneak attack
Sweet.
damage. So I just do it all in one roll.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
By the
All
way,
right.
So
quick
13
interjection.
damage.
D&D VR game is being made right now. I posted a link. And
Ooh. Oh, that'd be cool.
pretty cool.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Anyway,
All right.
So would I be able to take that bonus action as well, or no, because I moved?
You can still bonus action because you have an action, a move, and a bonus.
So then I'll also do my dagger soul blade. My offhand. So. Ooh, probably not.
That unfortunately, you know it. It
Whips
uses
right between the tentacles.
it uses Vold's blade to
Sword?
deflect your dagger.
My
Or like-
my psychic
Your
dagger
psychic dagger. Boink.
reflects
make
off
any-
of it.
any guesses? This guy's about 14 AC.
That's my guess. Yeah.
14 or 15.
All right.
All right. It
I'm just
gets
gonna
to
hide in
go
the trees over
now.
here.
All right, it
Do
gets
it.
to. It's gonna attack. You know what?
Don't
It
do
it knows. It knows. It got beef. It's going for
Uh-oh.
Gan,
Again. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
and it
Doesn't
has
surprise
multi attack.
how
So-
many tentacles does he have left?
More
Or
than
all
you
of them,
can
you said.
count.
No. No.
All right, so I'm confident a 10's not gonna hit.
You did say BRB again like 5 minutes ago, so he might not be there.
You know, let me check one thing. Must succeed on until the end of its next turn. Does that mean to the end of the creature's next? I probably misinterpreted that. Oh well.
No, I
Like-
think you did it right because like they had to be set until the end of the turn, so they missed their turn, and then they. Yeah, it is. I think it is a miss a turn thing.
Until the end of its turn. Yeah, it's just the wording, like the end of its turn. It's like which turn?
It
The
is,
target's
yeah.
turn or it's the creature's
Yeah.
turn?
It
Either
is,
way.
but I think you did it.
It's
properly.
the target's turn, the creature's turn.
Yeah, so you're right. Yeah, it's like playing
So we're
a
unstunned
skip a
after our
turn on
first turn.
Uno.
Yeah.
So now it's
So one of the tendrils just slaps the shit out again, well knowing who it must murder first for its ultimate betrayal. But it only gets to hit once because it missed the other one. Which brings us back to Iam, who
Yep.
both of you are no
What was
longer
that,
stunned.
13 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
yeah.
All right. It's not reduced because I'm no longer raging.
I'll move Dark EM to there, me to there, and then I'm going to specifically go for the tentacles around Gan. I'll be like, "You tentacle son of a bitch! You took down my family once. It's not gonna happen again. I'll kill you." And go for the. Oh my god, I suck so much. Eh, one of them hit.
What was that? Oh, she dipped out.
I'm gonna go through all of my Dark EM hits in this one fight.
Yep, give me some damage on that there 19. 7.
Yeah. Oh, and now I'm actually lined up with Valve as well, so that's pretty good. That's good.
That poor disarmed not goblin.
Only there was somebody, kind of, I guess, right there, flanking.
Oh my gosh, and I'll move back over here.
To which it comes back again.
All right. This is bullshit. So I guess I had like a coughing fit, just fucking frozen. It felt like had to shake the stupid creepy thoughts out of my head. I'm gonna use a second rage. Click the button. So all right, able, and we're flanking and great sword attack, and hopefully cross your fingers.
Dude,
This is with
we
advantage. These are with
suck.
advantage.
We suck, dude.
So that's a 3.
Wow.
What am I had a fucking
You are
7
still
or
out
what?
of sorts.
I got a 1 and a 2, and now a 1 and a 3.
Dude, that night of you hitting 6 crits has come back to bite you in the ass.
But you're still angry about it, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I'm
And
still
he's
angry
pissed.
about it. And I'm gonna come over here. And then my turn.
All right, Kalia.
Dismissing everything.
All right. Well, I think I'm just gonna keep. Oh wait, I did. Wait, I must have missed something. Did I get knocked back, or
Nope, I have
Oh.
moved nothing.
that was Cat had hopped up, so I think Cat moved me back. All right. Okay, so that was not an intentional move. So Soul Blade to the tentacles. Oh, I take it 13 misses, right?
A 13 misses, goes in between all the writhing tendrils. Whoosh.
So offhand it is. Barely.
A 14 hits, just barely.
Well then, so let's see. With the offhand, would not get the additional d6, right?
So
Or
you get
does
the
it since it's part of the Soul Blade?
you would get the sneak attack damage, but you just don't get to add your dexterity modifier to the damage. It's just the dagger damage plus sneak attack.
Okay. So that would be okay.
5. Not the best.
So wow, 2 then, I guess. Is that what the right or no?
So that would be, let's see,
Or is
roll the 1 and a 1. Should be more d6s than that.
with this, that's why I wasn't sure if the sneak attack had the extra. So I guess it'd be the
Yeah, so your
one
sneak
more.
attack is always going to have those extra d6s.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. So then 8 total.
Okay. Minus 2 more. Okay. All right. Your daggers stick into a couple of them, and it continues to writhe in agony. But alas,
Still going, huh?
it is Vald. It took your sword away, and it used it to
Yes.
deflect Kalia's dagger, and it's just like practically waving in front of you, like, yeah, I've got your sword.
And I will dismiss my sword with no action required. Then resummon it with my action into my hand.
To which the tentacle monster no longer has a sword.
And I'm going to
Action.
bonus action. Hexblade curse it.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. That's my turn.
He is hexed. And it
Well,
gets to...
Hexblade curse,
I
not actual hex, but
Yeah, I know. All right. So let's see here. Who is it gonna go for today? You know what? It's at this point, it's Yeah, it's gonna add a little bit of, it knows exactly how to get to Gan, so it's almost gonna add a little bit of insult to injury to a point where it doesn't even attack you. Like, it's trying to piss you off. Like, it knows that, you probably get a feeling just from your experience with it. It knows just how to push your buttons because it's probably one of the few things that knows you as much as anybody else would. So it's almost the equivalent of it turning its back to you and ignoring you and going after Eam. Let's have it go. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'll do it.
Oh no.
1, 2. So it's gonna go after Dark Eam. Oh, it has multi-attack. It's gonna go 1 attack on each Eam.
One tentacle on both.
Yep.
Wait. Before you roll, which one's first? Which one's second? Because we have different.
First one's gun. I'm just doing left to right. So Dark Eam and then Eam.
I mean, Dark Eam's AC is higher than normal
I know.
Eam, so.
But just for simplicity's sake, I just do left to right.
I forgot about that. I just
this
totally forgot
Dark
that
Ian?
was the thing.
And then Ian.
Let's fucking go, baby.
And it just whips at you, but to no avail.
We just like dodge at the same time, slyly,
Mm-hmm.
and wink at the monster like it's like an 80s movie. And you hear ding, and a little sparkle comes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow, I can't have my pace. Come on, man. Well, I feel like there's really only one thing we're doing, which is attacking. 22, awesome.
Yep.
Do both at once.
Yep.
Those both hits.
Oh. I mean, it's definitely writhing in pain. Or whatever facsimile of pain that something like this can writhe in, I suppose. But it remains functional.
I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna kind of get a little low, whisper into the hole it came out of. Be like, "I'm gonna come for you. Kill all of you." I don't know if he hears it, but
You hear your own echo.
well, that's creepy. I whispered, so that's weird.
Gan, this thing totally just like the equivalent, like without even having to do an insight check, right? Like it just totally was just like, you're not even worth my time anymore. I'm gonna attack the real threat here. That's Eam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm the threat.
That's all right. I'm keeping my cool, Brian. I'm kinda.
Okay.
I'm just gonna continue. Like it's my turn, right? I'm just went.
Yep.
Jump in the crowd. Is there room to dive into this portal, or is it just so filled with tentacles that I want to kill the thing on the other side, but I would like to hack my way through.
There is no room, and you kind of
We'll
just
make
being where
room.
you are. Like for each tentacle that you like slice off, you see like more of them starting to emerge to just fill the space. Like there's an endless tide of them.
Do you remember in Hercules when he had to fight the Hydra and he just kept cutting off the heads and he wouldn't
And
stop?
they kept coming back.
That's what I would like to do to these tentacles.
I mean, after a while, there's going to be so many they won't be able to get through, right?
Oh,
What
does
do you
the
do?
17 hit?
It
What if we-
does.
Oh my god. I've got a wait away in a great idea. Wait away.
What's half my level? It's 3, 1.5. We round up, right?
Typically round down. Usually there's like only a couple of cases where you round up.
Dude. We round up, right? Shut up.
30 damage then.
Oh my gosh.
So 30
2d6 plus 3 plus
minus
2 plus 10 plus 1d6 plus. Imagine being a like DM in real life and having to roll that shit every time you play.
No, yeah, we used to. Yeah, and then
That's what I'm saying.
you
like,
just have to memorize all the rules, and you have like a little DM screen. You'd put sticky notes on and be like, "All right, so he gets this because of this, and this for this."
gathering your 7 dice to roll at once.
11, 12,
Yeah. Oh,
13.
dude, I've got
Minus
like
4. Okay.
30 dice in my drawer on this desk right now. Just for that exact, you would roll your attack and your damage at the same time to kind of like make it faster. So you just shake a whole bunch of die and throw it in a box.
So you slice into this thing, and you feel that there is a lot of resistance, right? Like you're cutting. You know these things. They're pretty tough.
big.
Otherwise, you would have just taken them down on your own before anyway.
These. Yeah.
However, feel free to describe as you lop off enough to cause the rest of the tendrils to retreat.
Damage. I don't know if that matters for your resistance purposes or anything.
I mean, you
literally just
ended it.
killed it.
Okay. Well, 24 was piercing or slash. And or no, 7 of it was necrotic.
Cute,
Anyway,
just take the kill. Cute, take the kill.
all right. So
I
this is me just
mean,
being like,
you know,
normies.
No, we're good. We're good.
It's kind of what Eam said when Eam was like, you know, what did you say earlier when you were
I just whispered
fighting?
in the hole. I was like, I'm gonna end your hole. Like the
Before
because we
that.
know it's like the whole. Oh wait, what before that?
You were attacking it, and you were like, "This is for what you did to my, people, kingdom, something like that, right?" It was kind of like a vengeful kind of like justice,
Yes,
retribution, kind
vengeful,
of.
very vengeful.
Yeah.
Yes, add
So
on
for
to
me,
that,
it's
sir.
like if it wasn't for you, I'd be ruling this world by now, and I'm just fucking slashing through everything, and just it's almost like hacking, like a serial killer just chopping somebody, even the body's still dead, just keeps going until his arms are like worn out, just over and over. This ichor of blood just kind of splattering around the grass and the rocks and the trees, and just relentless attacks.
yeah, to the point where you kind of lose yourself a little bit, like to the point, like you don't really think about I'm gonna jump in the portal. You're just like fuck you, die,
If
Everybody
there's an
else-
opportunity to get in that portal, I want to go in.
Unfortunately, there
even if
wouldn't
they're. Ah, damn it! I was gonna say Darky would push him in the portal.
I
if
want
that
to
was
follow
allowed.
this thing in and keep hacking.
And I knew he
Well,
wanted to, so I
If
was
that were
just
the
like,
case, then I would have to rule Gan as no longer a playable character
"Oh, see,
and permad.
Hermod, what?
It's a death hole."
I would come back out of it even stronger.
He tried that before.
Months later, just a random hole appears. Gan comes out. He's like 300 pounds of just muscle, like 6'10".
Like
He's
half his face is like glowing like purple, right? He's got like missing an eye.
Oh, what's that League of Legends character? The one that's like chase things into the void or something?
Alzahar, maybe.
There's
There's a
Like
lot.
she's
There's
in all the trailers. Like the lady with like the purple and black
Oh,
suit.
Zoe, maybe.
Zoe's a celestial.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something
Axa
else.
lived in the void, and she came out like all alien like with her armor.
Oh, we're getting off topic.
And there's Cassidon, Jogo.
Cute. Someone hold him back.
Hold me back.
Yeah.
Knowledge. So you guys fell this creature. I'll just delete it because
There.
to which
Yeah.
the rune glows no more. The symbols fade into the rain, almost as if leaving no trace that it ever even existed. The hacked off tendrils melt into the ground like ice melting into a pot of boiling water. And the creature is no more in any facet. Or so you think.
Nice. Well, yeah, from what we know, right?
But otherwise, it's a lovely rainy day out. Nice and sunny. Still rainy. Well, sort of sunny. Cloudy, I guess.
If that was something Gan really wanted to do, was to jump in that without you explaining the factor of that he'd be dead. Is that accessible?
As in, I mean,
I'm asking for Gan. That's
like,
I don't know. Keith, is that
Uh, I don't know. I did think about it, right? I was like, I would want to follow this thing through, right?
that's yeah.
Um,
So,
if
I just didn't want you
if I
to
feel like
miss
it's
out on the
permanent,
RP
like if
there,
there's
right?
no air in there and I know that I would die from like suffocation or something, then I wouldn't do it, right? But
Like an instinct of survival kind of thing.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
but
Yeah.
if there's, I don't know, I kind of do like
Because
the
the first
idea
thing
if
you
I
even
go
said
through here and
was,
I,
"Oh, you're the
Mhm.
ones who killed our family," or whatever. You're the one.
Yeah.
Like, it was very clearly like motivated, right? So
Yeah. So I did think about if I jump in and that means the character's gone, at least for now, I'd be fine with it turning into an NPC and I'll take over one of those little goblins we saved.
it's the one missing a
That'd be
hand.
amazing.
It also makes me less of a I don't want to be the angry person who always gets us into stuff all the time, right? So that way we could take a break from that angle and then maybe Gan could come back as an NPC in the future.
also, then I'd be alone in my conquest of trying to figure out what happened to our villages. What the hell? Jenny already left.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it sounds like Gan's turning over a new leaf, kinda. So
Yeah,
I
that's
I
true.
just didn't
Okay.
want you to miss out on the RP there. If that's what you
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to
what I
do.
was thinking.
yeah,
This could be
yeah.
very tunnel vision, and he's already raging.
Yeah.
I would want to go through, but if it was described in such a way that there's no, I just kind of picture as the portal's closing, right? There's zero room to go in. It's all just tentacles
Mhm.
blocking it up till it's.
Yep, that's
Or you
basically
could,
how I
in
was
a sense, you like
describing
dive
it.
for it, and then like right as it closes, you just like land on the ground. You know, like one of
Yeah,
those
You
yeah,
like
cheapy
grab a
movies.
exactly.
tentacle as it
Yeah,
dissolves.
yeah.
Or
Like
half
try
of
and pull
you,
your way using a tentacle as a rope in.
or only half of
Yeah.
you gets in and then it closes on you.
No.
We just carry around Gant's legs from now on because the other half.
I'll just be in a backpack.
Yeah, we throw you in a back. We are
Gan
oddly
light.
enough doing that on Sunday. We have multiple dead bodies in a backpack, so
Oh,
yeah,
really?
you can do it. Yeah, it works.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we do. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. All right.
It's like a
Exactly.
haversack.
One of them is actually a head and the rest of the body, and then the other one is a children's body. So they're not actually child though. It's
That's
a
our
demon.
fairy campaign that they're
Mm.
decapitating people and carrying their severed heads in backpacks in.
Ooh, that's
I
helpful.
didn't do
Yeah.
it. I fucking didn't do it. It was Thasia, aka Cubed.
You don't know what she's about, what she's do. She gets her thing back. Anyway, combat over.
Can't people
Monster
just
fell.
decapitate people?
Yeah,
Add a
that's-
head.
That's what I agree with that. All right, I will. I'm gonna say, hey, get out here, Liam. Hey, it's me, your brother. I've decided that Darkium and Liam are now like Mario and Luigi. How the fuck do I get rid of him? Why can't I? Oh,
That like Mario and Green Mario.
yeah, yeah. Again, how you feeling there, bud?
Yeah, everybody okay?
I feel like I tried to
Kinda,
chase that thing in and there's just not a way there.
I definitely saw you try to dive after the portal there, which I don't blame you for. But what happened before? You're protecting it.
No, it did that thing. It's Eldritch, right? Takes over people's minds. Remember, that's what happened when it came back. It took over like the whole village. And so, what's the best way to fight somebody who's like brain out? Figure just don't have a brain, right? So remember, I raised that army of the undead to go fight the things that this thing was controlling, and then it just ended up
Yeah.
backfiring, and now we have to kill both zombies and these psionics.
I was gonna say, yeah, that worked out pretty well. You do realize zombies still have brains. That's actually kind of like the way you kill a zombie is shoot it in the head, which would neutralize the brain. So zombies do have brains.
I didn't think they'd be able to be controlled,
I mean, it's a fair
and they're
point.
still
It's a
not.
fair-
It's just they're just Hungry for
Vad,
flesh.
Vad, Vald,
Bald.
Kalia,
Wait, oh,
because you might want to hear a little bit more of the description of this creature that we just ran into.
I'm gonna go hit these runes again. Are they still there?
No, they've faded into nothing. Like effectively,
Well, then
there's
I'm
no
gonna hit the
trace of
rock.
this
well,
thing.
whatever that was, that I don't think was related to the goblins we're supposed to be getting rid of.
I promise you, it wasn't. That creature only appears when there's far, far much more important things going on. So
Again, give
either
me
we're
a
missing something, or
perception
they know something we don't.
as they're having a conversation over here. Okay, never mind.
Okay, never mind.
I'm busy hitting this rock that has no sigils on it
He's
anymore. I'm just,
punching her. Gan, could you maybe you're much better of an explainer than me of kind of who they were and why they might be here. So if you don't mind explaining to Vald and Callie over there.
yeah, I can explain it. The people in my valley wanted to take over the world, so we decided to do some rituals to contact a being from the great dark beyond, and it
Punching the
answered.
same rock.
And it answered us, and it wanted a lot more than what it was gonna give. So I told it to fuck off, and it scored too. Anyway, it wasn't worth the exchange of freedom, or like it wasn't even super powerful. The blessings was supposed to bestow. So I just kind of abandoned it and said fuck it. And then I leaned more towards necromancy as a solution. And then a couple maybe years later, it came to bite me in the ass when this thing kind of came back. Maybe it's got its feelings hurt or whatever, and it decided to, just take over and kill everybody we know and love. We tried to fight back against it, but really couldn't. This is the first time
And
we've seen it in months and months.
is it following you here?
I don't think so because you saw it run away from me just then. I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty sure I could take it.
And it's not related to what we're dealing with, but do you think it could be related to all this rain?
No. This is more. It's psionics, and then I'm gonna kind of point towards Talia, because that's kind of what you do, right?
Yeah. And that was the weird thing. Like I saw something glowing, but you seem to be both trying to attack it, but then also trying to keep us from attacking it.
Well, I tried to attack it, and then it sunk its hooks into me, and it prevented
Yeah.
my body from attacking, and then it forced me to deflect those. I tell you, it's mind control. At least I snapped out of it. Most people don't. There are people who have been sucked in for years. Some of them never become themselves again.
Well, I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder, be like, "Well, Dan, I'm sure Ian will always be happy to be there to slap you out of it." And like pat your shoulder a couple times, be like, "Glad to see you made it through. Good to have you back."
Yeah, don't touch me.
And then out of
I'm
nowhere,
just
Alistair
gonna
with
put
the
my
big
hand on my head
hug.
and grin. Yeah.
Now we got off lucky. Most of the time when you see the victims, it's like their eye sockets just kind of secrete this black kind of ink, and it runs down their face, and a lot of them pull their eyeballs out of their sockets trying to make it stop, and they get disfigured, or they start screaming or clawing the skin from their scalps, right? Just trying to get
Yeah.
the thoughts out. It gets pretty dark.
Well, definitely gives us something to look out for. So if this tentacle portal is going to be opening up elsewhere, we probably aren't the only place to be affected by it.
It definitely needs more energy to come through than what that had.
That's encouraging.
Like, well, think about it. That's like its big toe sticking out, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. But if it's got fingers and toes sticking out portals all over, then eventually it's going to probably be able to get some purchase. So glad we
Yeah.
had an opportunity just to see what we're up against from this angle. Do you think it has any link to that book?
DM, do I? Thought that book was more necromantic in it.
Yep, the book was definitely necromantic in nature.
I'll shake my head at that. No, that's a different type of magic.
They're like, oh, good.
So,
Multiple old horrors to fight against.
so was it a steamy necromantic novel?
No, that book was like raising the dead, right? Draining something else's life to cast barriers and wards and blood magic. This is more, psychic. This is about a realm outside the physical. Just two different types of power.
Ancient horror versus just undead horror. Or
Yeah.
versus undead horror. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
The
sense.
difference between my powers and your powers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I guess yours is Eldritch and mine's psionic, so
Yeah.
still in the psychic realm, but definitely different.
X-Blade.
Or were you talking again about his undead
No, mine.
affiliation?
You too.
being- Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess you got necrotic as well, huh? I just remember you also had the Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Eldritch finger
Blast.
guns.
Your guns.
Well, I'm thinking we should probably look around. Maybe, Dan, if you're okay with us, just maybe looking for anything glowing before you go forward, we might be able to get ahead of it. To maybe sweep the area, see what we find. Would you be our muscle, Gan, but maybe not our lookout?
What?
I'm thinking if there is any more of these runes out there, like in this part of the forest, we should probably. Yeah, I think if one of us sees it first. Oh, in fact, wait, Em, you were sneezing quite a bit. We should have Em go first, and if he starts sneezing, then maybe Valderai can go and see what we find, and hopefully not. Well, maybe take care of it before anything bad happens. If there's another one out here.
I mean, that's a fair point. Yeah, I did randomly start sneezing.
I love
Yeah,
the
what
part
there's-
where you're sending me for it, so I have a sneezing fit. Forced allergies, yay!
I was gonna say, yeah, unless there's anything else you're allergic to that we should know about.
As far as I know, I'm pretty clear. I don't know. I've never seen a doctor.
That's-
Do we have doctors?
I'm sure there's something like that.
I mean, there's
But if
definitely
you
witch
don't
doctors.
We
if you
used
don't
to
go
have
through frequent sneezing fits,
Nope. Not very often.
Okay.
What were you
Well-
saying, Gabe?
we used to have a really good physician in Valley.
Until that.
She's a
fucking
zombie
thing.
now, but I mean,
I'm gonna walk it. I'm just walking. away. Little do you know that was EM's ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
No, actually, I just made that up like on the spot. I don't know who he's talking about or what he's. I was just going with it.
well, as I'm looking around, I'm thinking if we're fighting this horror and we're like, there's yelling, there's clashing, and nothing else has come running, I'm thinking that whatever laid those traps was
Wow.
probably not our tentacled friend and was probably somebody else that may not be
Well-
super close. But it does make me
Agreed.
wonder if they set that up. Yeah.
Hey, Gan, what were you talking about? With the
11.
old medic that we had.
what,
Or was
what do
that
you
it?
mean? Oh,
I
that
thought
she.
it-
Well, we didn't have her. I had her. She was on my side, not yours.
Yeah, guess what? She helped me more than she helped me, you tough guy.
Doesn't matter. She's dead now. All right.
All
so
right.
where are we going?
So, Kalia, because I had to go through and check everybody's passive perceptions.
Mhm.
The rain has lightened up a good bit.
Okay, so maybe it might make it easier to see things.
Ah,
Oop, not that.
knocking things off my
I'm not
desk.
trying to persuade my eyes to work better. There we
The rain definitely lightened up.
go. Hi. Well, I'm gonna look
I
around and be
would-
like, hey,
I would almost say on a scale of 100, you guys have, it kind of feels like the rain's lightened up. I'd say 66%.
wow. I'm gonna look around and be like, hey, did you guys notice that the rain's lightened up quite a bit?
Yeah, it seems so.
Well, that seems like suspicious timing for that Eldritch horror.
Yeah, that is. I don't know why it'd have anything to do with the weather. Didn't it seem like those fairies had more to do with that earlier? Or the
Well, they seem to control some lightning, but they didn't really seem to have anything to do with the rain. But could be.
A
I mean, at the
singular
basis of
thundercloud.
them being
Mhm.
able to control the weather in any way is interesting. But
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at what we're seeing here. Could be wrong, but the rain is lightening up. So if we find any more dark and spooky things that we destroy or at least dissuade back into their own dimension,
So they
and the
cleared
rain
the
continues
east.
to lighten
They
up,
cleared the
then I'm going to be
north.
pretty convinced it's
Okay.
related to something to that. But, we keep looking.
fair point.
So I want to kind of peek around this. Ooh,
Pretty much, I was gonna say. So it's 3.5 hours.
Yeah, we're missing people too. I don't want to make.
Mhm.
I hate making like big decisions.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm okay
we're
with
down a
stopping now.
couple. I figured this is a good stopping point because the totally subtle hint drop of the rain lightening up.
Yeah, right after they were like, "Hey, do you think this has anything to do with the rain?" I was like, "No, there's 0% chance of that." And then you're like, "The rain stopped as soon as you killed this thing."
I think he's wrong in every way.
Which is why I had to check everybody's passive perception because y'all's were doing terrible on perceptions. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
So, who we voting for inspiration?
I'll be honest. It was a wild night of a lot of AFKness.
True.
Wow.
No, from me as well. That's what I was saying. I was AFK a lot too.
Wow.
I'd almost say that Gorb should get it.
I was gonna say,
But then we
Kalia,
know that
'cause
means-
you led a lot of the.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
talk to this
I
person.
would agree with
I'm gonna
that.
talk to this
Yep.
person.
Oh.
I'm gonna do that.
Well,
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Remember to check that box.
Oh, yes, because I didn't do that the last time.
Did you not get one for the recap? Who got that?
Oh yeah, Cal, you
I
would have
thought
got
one of you
it for
guys
the
did.
recap. No, you got it for the recap. Yeah, so you already have inspiration.
Well, let me pass then the next
give
one
it to
along to.
Val, Deepu.
Yeah. Yeah, Val, you don't have one right now, do you?
No, I do not.
Yeah, you can take the other one then.
Oh, I
Where do
totally
click?
just took in that we can just.
Um,
I can add it. I can actually add it to you. Oh no, I can't. Right
On-
under
yeah.
Oh,
By your
I
death
see it.
saves, exhaustion.
Got it.
Mhm.
Got it clicked.
I didn't know it was that easy to look at other people's whole
Yeah.
Info.
like inventories and everything.
Yeah, I set it up so you could observe but not modify.
Before, well, I guess we'll wait to truly distribute everything for when everybody's back so that we can make sure Alistair gets it. But how much did we get from the? Well, I assume Gan would have split the stuff from everything. Okay. So between the guard and the goblin stuff, what was the gold we would have gotten to split for everybody?
So for the goblin the extra, that was 5 gold each. And then for the quest completion, that's 25 gold each.
Where the fuck did all my gold go? Why am I at 0 everything?
I don't know.
Did you
I
not
haven't
add
touched
it?
anything.
I was okay. I was already at 33. I know for that for a fact. And how much did we just get?
30 gold.
Oh,
That's amazing.
oh, it's because I was looking at Darky, and that's why it said. Never mind, hold on.
Yeah, don't give Dark Game any money. It'll disappear
don't
when
make
you
No,
it.
you should
Dark Game's
give
not
it to
giving
Dark
me
Game.
a
Yeah,
gold.
that'd be hilarious.
Darky
Dark Game
is
starts
not giving me-
gambling. You don't even know anymore. Like, what's he doing in his downtime when you don't have him summon?
Damn, Ian's juice. He's got 63 gold, man.
Got 103.
What?
Yeah, I had
How
to do
the
something.
fuck?
I don't know. I, haven't spent
I
any.
thought I had a lot. What the hell?
What, gold?
I only have
I
74.
haven't spent any. How the
I
fuck do you
have
guys
I
all have?
haven't spent any
72.
either.
I
What?
asked like 4 sessions ago. I was like, I have 70, and then everybody was like, "Oh, we got this and this."
That
and
makes
this. And
no
I was like,
sense.
"All right."
When even last week we talked about some people had 0 gold. How do you guys have?
Well, there's
70?
also depending on your backstory or
Yeah.
your background and your class and stuff, you
Mhm.
get different starting golds too.
True.
Oh no, I started with a lot. Like
Ooh, you
from
started, like,
from
with
our
no gold.
latest
Yeah.
conversations, I 100% thought I had the most gold. Did you guys get gold from something else other than these 2 recent things? Like
Nope.
We
Well,
did.
yeah,
I
when
got
we were in
gold
the
from
cave.
something.
Well, we got gold from each of the times like we've had a big battle and we've looted the bodies.
yeah,
There's
like
been gold
so
from
the
that.
first one was from me, and then we
Yeah.
split that gold, which is only 8 each. And people at that time were saying they had 0 gold. So how the
No,
fuck
I
do
never
go
had 0. I
70
started with a bunch. I got a
What
noble
the
background from being the Prince of Darkness. I think you start with like 30 gold or something. I
Alice
had
just broke.
noble and something else. Yeah, Alice.
Yeah, how much does
I
Alistair
definitely
have?
had money.
Yeah, 7.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, how did what?
Well,
That
then,
makes
because
no
like
sense.
everybody would have gotten at least 21 gold from the first cave. So
No, the first cave was 8
should've got
gold
that.
each.
You know what?
No,
It
we
could
had
have
more than that.
21.
It could
was
have just
8
been
gold each.
he just
Or was
might
it?
not
Oh,
have
was it?
added it yet.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, I don't think he's added his yet.
that's what I mean. Am I missing out on adding
I'm
gold to
saying-
myself?
I know I had a leap because when you pick your background, like if you were like a hermit, it'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, you get 2 gold or something. Mine starts with 25, right? Just from that alone. So starting wealth is different for everybody.
No, I know. I'm just
What's
wondering if I
Electrum?
missed out on
it is a
gold
stupid
because Ever
currency
has
that
so
we
much
don't
more than
use.
me.
It's
I
like
have
half a
one of
gold.
it.
It's
It's
a
like
half a gold.
it's a half gold.
Or not, no, half a platinum maybe. Let's look at it. It's in order. No, you're right. Yeah, half a gold. So it's like 5 silver is an electrum.
Okay.
10 would be a gold.
Somebody thought they were clever.
Yeah, how cringe is that? They're like, oh, we don't just want it to be copper, silver, gold. We'll add some random bullshit to it.
Well, there is.
Copper.
It's a platinum too.
Yeah, but every
Platinum's 10
game
gold.
works off.
And then
Copper,
there's
silver,
always
and
the,
gold.
the invisible unobtainium.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's fair point. Yeah, fair point. I will not argue. So, did we level up yet, or
Very
Maybe-
soon.
what? The
Mm.
Yeah, it looks
four
like
My
we're at-
experience
episodes
says
of no
900
leveling.
of 2700.
More than that.
4
Same.
episodes of no leveling. That's wild. You hate us so
I believe
much.
it's
dude.
5.
Yeah, you hate us so much.
That's all right.
Depends
I get
on
to
how
be the
quickly-
sassy one, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's fine. Depends on how quickly y'all get through particular things.
You know,
Milestones.
If I was level
Oh,
4,
sorry, we took him
those
too
2s and
quick.
3s would have been 3s and 4s by now. All right.
So we need to start more fights, kill more things to get more experience.
Oh, so sorry. If we'd killed those 19 goblins instead of capturing them, would it that have
No,
be
it's
more
milestone
XP?
progression. You got to get to the bookmark.
Think of it like a
No.
checkpoint system.
Technically, the more people we kill, the longer it's going to take us to reach the next level. Because it's story advancement based.
Everyone be really upset and sassy right now.
Meow.
Meow. I was
So we
trying
got
to
the
explain
inspiration.
earlier to my mom, you know how cats get like they do the little
The chirp, yep.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And she was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I had like show her because that's all my. She used to be really bad with meowing when she wanted attention, but now she's like really cute about it, and she'll like come up and poke me on my chair and be like, "Meow," and like walk away. I'll be, okay, I'll play with you. So she's learned, but yeah,
Our younger
very
cat, Charlie, has been getting more vocal, and like there are times he's definitely got this like adorable, very sleepy meow that he like chatters about almost when he wants to be held. It's like, okay, snuggle, hold me, come on. Or
oh
when he
me.
wants to go outside to the patio, he gets very insistent, like, I want to go right now. Do it.
Oh,
It's
that's
really
cool that
funny.
you guys. Yeah. See, I would trust my cat outside, but there's too many like coyotes and shit where I live. So.
Oh, he just gets to go on the patio. He's not allowed in the full on outside because we also have
Even
coyotes.
raccoons, bro. Even
Yeah.
raccoons, like you can't. Like we have so many raccoons here. It's
All right.
very scary, and they're big, chunky.
Well, D&D's done. So we're gonna wrap it up there. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching. I appreciate all y'all's popping in, saying hello and watching and just hopefully enjoying the show. Um we pretty much do this this particular session. We do this every Wednesday from about 5:30, assuming things don't break, to about now-ish. Kind of depends. um And yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. And I'll be back at it doing more variety stuff tomorrow. I start at 6 Pacific, so for inquiring minds, I usually do about a 10-minute warm up to give people time to pop in. Um, Also allows the stupid ads to get out of the way for the first little bit. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. I am glad that I get to do this every week, at least twice a week. um, and hopefully, for those of you on the Yoobs tubes, you pop on in and say hi once in a while. Don't be a stranger. I don't bite much, unless you want me to. Maybe. Anyway, have yourselves a lovely evening, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. So, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap-a-rooney this bad boy up and get a snack in my gut. Cause me, I'm hungry. I think it's chicken nuggies time. Hell yeah. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do. Boop. Until next time, y'alls. Until next time. Peace.